Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Here go another damn podcast. But you got me toe up, partner. This shit gonna be a little different, man. Check me out, though. Let me spit some of this pimp shit. You did. She say, where we going, baby? I said, we going to the moon. But I'm the biggest star in this movie. And you'll be coming soon.
Don't start that pimp shit.
Picture this. Just listen when I spit. I'll be your Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. You can have everything on your Christmas list. You ain't gotta say a word. I do all the talking. But you the big stepper, baby. You do all the walking.
Hold on. Stop the beat. What the hell that got to do with the podcast? You steady talking like you a damn pimp. You a comedian. You ain't no damn pimp.
Man, why you hating, mama?
Cause you're messing up my image.
Man, what you want me to do? You want me to change it up?
Yeah, don't nobody want to hear that shit.
All right, man. I'm gonna change it up. Put some sauce in their mouth. What's up with it, baby?
What's up with it?
Yeah, it's time to get it started.
Yeah.
Got Jonae feng shui in the building. And you know more.
You know more.
Yeah, we both from the country, but we living in the city. Yeah, my mama might be a little old, but she still looking pretty.
Come on
you
now.
country folks in the city.
You know what I'm talking about?
And you know we stay clean.
Press the
If you see me on 5150, then it's the two-line.
Non-rapping ass.
Yeah, we use different words,
Country
but we
grandma.
saying the same thing.
Stop in their mouth.
Yeah, we independent now,
Don't need nobody.
but we still mainstream.
Yo.
Now there you go. That's better. Now start the damn show.
Oh, I ain't get no countdown today. We just come straight in. Jump straight in. You know what I'm saying? Finesse 2 times, going straight in. What's happening? It's your player, partner, / country, homeboy, cousin, family, whatever you want to call me. It's your boy, YouKnowMaaacus. And this is Mainstream episode 55, ain't it?
Yep.
55 episodes. We done been in your face, cutting up on this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Country folk in the city, Mainstream. We are here. I am your host, YouKnowMaaacus, and my co-host to my right,
Jonae Feng Shui.
and my co-host to the left.
FreeGameChad.
Yeah, I'm hating on him this week, boy, because that jacket is crazy. I'm hating on him this week, man. I thought I was going to hurt him with the tie. I heard him go outside. I said, I'm going to hurt him with the tie. They ain't never seen no tie. You know what I'm saying? You never find a tie like mine. That's what I say. But boy, when that nigga came in with that jacket, I almost made him take it off. You can't wear that on this show. We got a dress code this week, sir. That motherfucker, that's nasty, boy.
Man, you know.
That motherfucker look like you got a choir bitches. They got to sing and everything. Lift the nuts. Lift every nut. Okay, never mind. All right. You already see the temperature is already boiling a little bit. Yeah, we. You know. Let me brag on myself for a second here. The first one to be ready.
Oh, there we go.
For the past couple weeks, Marker.
What about the weeks prior?
Huh? We ain't talking about Richard Pryor. We talking about the first one to get ready and be ready, 6 o'clock. I was here. You hear me? Hold on. Daryl Purpose and say, shout out Mainstream, slide through like a drive-through. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came through here and I was ready. You know what I'm saying? 6 o'clock, 6:03. 6:03. You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes. And every Negro in this house was pussyfooting around. Give me a better word. What you got? Peddling? Whatever they were doing, they was half stepping around here. They were running around here putting on clothes. I'm like, what y'all doing? We started at 6.
In my defense, I'm only capable of half stepping. I ain't.
Oh yeah. That little short bastard right here. Look, he can't even fit in his camera. Look at that. Little Lucky Charm ass nigga. Look at that. Little marshmallow pimp. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
He said Jonae killing it with the python.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that ain't poisonous right there. That's a friendly python. They got them in the circus right there. Now, look. Now that we checking the temperature of the room, How was your past week, Mama? How did you do anything special?
Go on and swing on him then.
She ready to hit me. Oh, Mama, this is playful banter. I don't mean none of this. Don't hurt me. Go ahead. What you got? You don't remember what you did?
Yeah.
You don't know what you
I
did last time?
I stayed on the computer all day, every day for about 6 days. Working. Trying to look. I'm making this money, boy. You think it's a game. You
Think
see
it's a
it.
game.
She said she making this money. I
You
think
see
it's a
it.
game.
You'll see it.
Well,
Don't play
all right.
with me now.
Well, show me something now. Show me something. Grow me something. Tell me something. Know me something. Cuz, what you do? How's your past week, man?
Oh man, shit. I've been out the way. Same thing, you know. Growing my platform, dropping these videos, you know, trying to keep the content rolling. I ain't working hard as you though, goddamn. You the blackest nigga in the industry. that ain't the compliment I'm looking for. You the hardest working nigga in the industry.
Man,
Both of them might be true.
Man, listen, I'm trying. I'm just trying to stay afloat, man. But they taking me Richard every. I can't even get it out. Every which way. Every which way. There it is. I ain't said it in so long. They taking me every which way. I was down now in San Jose this past weekend at San Jose Improv. Big ass, 480 seater. My boy David Lucas sold that thing all the way out.
Yes, sir. Go
You hear me?
Dave.
480 seater. We came through there. We knocked that thing down. You hear me?
Yeah.
We knocked that thing down.
Yes, sir.
And
man,
four of y'all on.
yeah, it was 4 of us. It was 4 of us on the card. Man, hey, I had to let them know who Marcus was up in there. You know what I'm saying? I had to make them put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if we can slide back through there on my court. You know what I'm talking about? Then we went down to Coachella, down by Coachella, and we did a little show at this little brewery. You know what I'm saying? Which was
What,
cool.
big man?
Brewery. You know, like, you know what they say had the brewery. Brewery. They be having like the brewery and you know what I'm saying, the liquor. Not liquor, but you know. And you know
that
it
nigga
was
think they put a Y on beer.
Yeah.
The brewery.
Country folk in the city.
it's a brewery.
It's a brewery.
You don't know what a brewery is? They act like I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what a brewery is?
Blackberry molasses.
Brewery. You don't know what a brewery is?
Brew-
This nigga think I'm trying to say brew.
Brewery.
Yeah, there's a Y on it. Boy, this nigga is so smart. He think he's so smart, boy.
Brewery.
You
I ain't
didn't
dumb
say that
smart.
right, big man.
I ain't dumb
Big
smart,
man,
nigga.
you
That
done-
nigga think
you
he's
done said
smart.
it. You just said that right, though. You just said that right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, big
brewery
man.
is right.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't worry, it's brewery. Now, it was a hell of a past weekend, man. I enjoyed myself, man. I had a ball. Then you know, we had Monday we had the Laylaw, you know, had buried Laylaw, RP Laylaw, man. It was a good home going. They had Big Boy came through there. Warren G came through there. Mama, how you gonna tell me how to run my show?
There you go. There you go. Go on, big man. I'm just trying to help. You don't want no help. Stop acting like that.
I
Don't do
need
that.
no help. Evidently, I'm doing it.
Go on, big man.
Sit
Just
on
go
back.
on.
Just sit on back and
Go
relax.
on, go on. I'm sick of this foolishness.
No, yeah, you know that Big Boy in there, Warren G. She is messing up my introduction. That Big Boy in there, Warren G. You don't even see me. Corey came through there, man. And then, you know, I look up and I see a familiar face. I seen her walk. I said, I know that old country ass nigga right there, man. So, hold on, man. I know that who I. Is that Bobby? Goddamn Bobby Glanton came through the funeral. You hear me? Bobby Glanton came through the funeral. I say, Bobby. He said, what up, Bob? What's up, country ass nigga? Boy, he said, boy, I'm proud of you. Man, he gave me my props, man. And, you know, it's always love when I see Bobby, man. I love seeing Bobby, man. It be every now and then, but boy, when I see him, man, it's always love, man. I said, Bobby, man, you got to come holler at me, man. Y'all come holler at me. Come on to the show. Man, when you do your show? I said, should I do it on Wednesdays? I'll be there. And boy, y'all already know Bobby going to be a man of his word. So, in the building today, we have the 5150 alumni
Yeah.
coming out with the new punch, counterpunch podcast.
Yeah.
And then he got a book.
Yeah.
The book is Real Men Don't Damn Play.
Okay.
Bobby Glanton in the building. Come on with it, come on with it, OG Bobby. OG Bobby.
I'm telling you, I don't need no interpreter for this one. We all speak the same language.
Come on now.
Anara, you know.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's an honor, man, to be sitting here amongst family and folks that they come from where I come from. And I just want to be a spoke in the wheel tonight.
Oh, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Man, Bobby, now, I know most of the people in here know you because they come from 5150. A lot of them is. But some of them, coming from different places, man. So for the people that don't know you, I'll allow you to give your own self a proper introduction.
Well,
I know you do it better than I will.
I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is right outside of Nashville. And I spent my formative years in Murfreesboro. I went to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, attempted to play a little basketball. That's why Corey really don't,
You still dust them off?
No, I can't do that part of it. But
Man, he a little fat, though. He move a little slow. You probably get him.
I'll break him down like a shotgun. I'll break him down like a shotgun. If we play by, basketball rules.
Yeah.
Right.
But if we play by his rule, then I'm going to the hospital. He gonna put that 290 on me and But I played a little JV basketball at the University of Tennessee. Went to school with Bernard King and Ernie Grunfield, who went on to distinguished careers in the NBA, and a brother by the name of Terry Crosby, who I'm still very, very close friends with. So that's my background in terms of the college experience. I graduated from Middle Tennessee State University 10 years later.
Yeah.
And I came to California in the Navy in 1983.
Yeah.
In San Diego.
Yeah.
And
Bobby gonna get his bio. Go ahead, Bobby.
you want it?
Come on, Bobby. Come on,
I don't
Bobby.
want no
Give it to me,
mistake.
Bobby.
I don't
Give
want
it
no
to me,
mistake
Bobby.
about it, man.
Come on
Go
now.
ahead, thanks.
And I was able to get out of the military unscathed. And I moved to Los Angeles in 1992. Drove through the smoke and the fire, the riots. When Rodney King took that little beating, I was working with contractors as a consultant, and I came to Los Angeles, and I met a young man by the name of Jay Lamont.
Yeah, Jammin' Jay.
And Jay Lamont introduced me to Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
And it started what has become, a wonderful relationship that had me ending up on the 5150 show when he was able to get his own show.
Yes, sir.
And
Because y'all was at the Foxhole.
that's right. We started at the Foxhole and evolved into a whole journey.
Yeah.
And then we've come full circle. And presently, I'm working on the Counterpunch podcast, which is going to take people on a wonderful voyage into the world of the sport that the people call the sweet science.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll be interviewing people, we meaning Michael Nunn, former middleweight champion of the world, and a gentleman out of Nashville, Tennessee by the name of Chris Brads, who you'll get to know because he's a very unique guy. A lot like some of the people that we deal with outside of our immediate race. Chris is formidable in the music industry. You've heard of Tears for Fears. He's managed them for 20 years. Coldplay. He was Johnny Cash's financial advisor. Bad dude, man. He knows everybody in the business. And so I got multiple things that I'm working on, but they all run right into a small circle of folks. Right. Joy Road Entertainment, who I work with on my basketball podcast, which we did with Jerry West, Elgin Baylor. Before he passed away, we did the last interview with him. We did a beautiful show in tribute to Kobe Bryant. It's called Westward. Yeah. And I've known Jerry West for many years now. I consider him one of my best friends. Yeah. Along with Sam Watson, the face of boxing. So it's been exciting to, like I say, create a circle of people that I'm close to, and we all have that same energy and that same respect for one another.
Absolutely.
And how we get out. I know I'm being a little long-winded because I got a lot to say because I've been here a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, put a song.
Yeah, I've been here a minute, and I got stories to tell.
Yeah.
And dealing with a group called Caribbean Farms, and we're dealing with wellness.
Okay.
In a major way. We got a 5-acre farm in Acton, California that's producing the best living food in the world.
Oh, you're going to have to put me on that, Bobby.
Wow.
Oh, you
I
already
need some of
on
that
it.
good natural
I
food
got it for you, brother. Yeah, Caribbean Farm. Matter of fact, we looking forward to coming on the 5150 show. They're big fans
Yeah.
of the 5150 show. Shout out to brother Adonijah, brother Luis, and brother Valentine. Valentine is from the Dominican Republic. Luis is from Puerto Rico. And John Harrison, a.k.a. Adonijah. This brother here is the baddest cat growing food since George Washington Carver.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And Corey Holcomb knows him well, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so we're into like creating a pathway for our people to wellness. And in the process, putting people to work. And finally, we're tying that into my relationship with the construction industry, which I've been a part of as a consultant for over 30 years. An organization called the National Association of Minority Contractors, led by Brother Wendell Stimley, who also has a construction manager firm called Black IPO. And we're bringing all of these entities together to put our people to work.
Let's get it now.
So let's go.
Let's get it, Bobby. Yes, sir.
Man.
I ain't out of breath, but I'm out of time.
Now,
all right.
so people don't know about Foxhole. That was
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, it's Jamie Foxx. That was he had that was his station, right? So
Well, what
I don't
let
know.
me explain to you what
okay.
happened.
Okay.
When Marcus King, who you saw at
Right.
Laylaw's funeral, he steered Jamie Foxx's career. He managed his career. Mark Curry, Omar Gooding, Cuba Gooding Sr.'s son, who I worked with.
Yeah.
years. He turned all those guys into stars.
Yeah.
Okay. And at that time, television became different, very, very different. It spun off into the internet world.
Social media.
The internet world. And they paid, Sirius Radio paid Howard Stern an ungodly amount of money. It was like about $100 million,
Yeah.
which was...
Yeah, because he had that freaky shit going
Oh,
on.
man.
I remember that.
They paid him, and they gave him a platform, Sirius XM.
Yeah.
And it became paid television, basically. And they realized that they had a 24-hour thing they needed to deal with, and they wanted to capture as much of the market as they could. So they offered Jamie Foxx a contract to run the Foxhole
on Sirius
XM.
Okay.
And he started that with Speedy, and a whole lot of the comedians were all around a table together when they first started.
Yeah.
And Corey Holcomb was one of the people that Marcus knew was going to shine.
Yeah.
And he brought him into the loop. And so as they began to realize that Corey was standing out, they proposed that he have his own show.
So it was so was it one show? It was like it was
It was
just
the Fox. When they first started, it was Jamie Foxx all day, replay, reloop, bloop.
So that was running it like a podcast too?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
The Foxhole. And
So
then-
how many people was on the
It was about 7 or 8 guys.
Oh, it was about 7 or 8 guys on one
Speedy and Louis Dix. It was several,
Oh, yeah, I know
comedians
Louis.
sitting
Yeah.
around In a round table kind of situation. And then they
so they
spun
added Corey
people
on
off.
there.
And then Gary Payton had a show at one time on the Foxhole Network.
Oh, it's a
They
network.
spun
Okay.
off shows
Okay.
from that.
Okay.
And Chris Webber had a show. But what they found out was everybody ain't got it like that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, they didn't project well. So
Right.
Marcus kept realizing the show that we need, the person we need to give a show is Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
And by then, I had met Corey through Jam and J Lamont, and we got to know each other and became friends. And he used to come by my house sometimes, and he said, "Man, when I get my show, man, we're gonna talk like we talking in your backyard."
Yeah.
And I'd be damned that when he finally got his show, because originally it was him and Darlene.
Right.
And he had me in the audience, He's like, I gotta let him see you a couple times, you know. So
Right,
I would
right.
talk from off stage, really.
That's how I would.
And so, and then after he got, you know, to the point where he said, you know what, this is my show. Because they kept trying to put other comedians on his show. And he said, no, I'm running this here.
Yeah.
Because didn't nobody really know Darlene other than who she was
With Ice-T.
related to Ice-T.
Right.
And so he said, I'm producing my own talent.
Yeah.
And he said, man, look here, next week, man, come on down. And it's on and cracking.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how we became, you know, the original trio. And then we added Zoe Williams later on. Because he was in the loop with Jamie anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he had his own show, The Voice of Reason. But I owe a lot to Corey, man, because he's a rare cat. And the one thing I'll say, if you want a friend, he'll be a friend. But whatever you do,
Mess up.
it's a long way back.
It's a long way back.
Hey, love you, Corey Holcomb, man. You know how I feel about you.
Hey, cleaning that up.
Hey, Freeze came after
Yeah.
Freeze Love.
Yeah.
You know who Freeze Love is?
Yeah.
So you remember House Party 3?
Okay.
You remember the cooks up there? They go like stinky, funky, smell hella
The
bad.
light skin one and the short one.
Yeah. One was AJ Johnson.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
But the
The
other was
light-skinned.
Freeze Love.
All right,
Freeze
cool,
Love. Yeah, he
cool.
funny as motherfucker. I never met Freeze.
You ain't never met him?
I ain't never met Freeze.
Good brother, man.
Yeah.
Very talented because he was actually a technician in the industry, you know, behind the scenes. You know, he did the set stuff and all that. He knew how to do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He worked in the background for years, man. Good brother, man. Good cat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freeze Love.
Oh yeah, man. I gotta meet
yeah.
Freeze one day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, we go the way we do this show. We do it in segments. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just talk about what's going on, man.
Sure.
You know, in the past week, you know, a lot of stuff be going on through the week. and
that
stuff.
you wouldn't even know about because
Yeah.
you don't even watch basketball.
Right.
It's been all about LeBron and Kyrie Irving all week long.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Or I take over your show.
Real quick, when you say Jerry West, that's the one that's on the logo for
That is the
NBA,
logo,
ain't it?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
That's one of my very. I was just talking to him earlier today because he's an extraordinary man.
Yeah.
Because he's the logo for a reason.
Okay.
all right? And when I tell you that, I'm talking about in the game of basketball.
Right. He was a
baddest
point guard?
white boy, man, he was all of that.
Yeah.
He embarrassed the brothers.
Yeah.
Because I used to tell him he get upset to this day when I call him a nigga. I said, Jerry, he's from West Virginia, man. He put the P.O. in Poe. No, and let's just be honest, man.
Yeah.
Poor is not, regulated to any race.
Right.
And
Right.
where Jerry grew up at made my hometown look like Beverly Hills, man.
Right, okay.
He came up hard, man.
Yeah.
He came up hard, real hard.
That's why he can hoop
And,
like that.
man. Because he would, he played with the brothers, man.
Yeah.
And then when he got that money, he started dressing like him, man. Jerry be sharper than a mother-in-law's tongue.
That's a cold one right there. I might have to confiscate that.
Oh, you finna hear some. Hey, he don't know about you. He don't know about you, Bobby, man. So
I was country for country. I was country for country was cool.
You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely gonna have to confiscate that. Sharper than the mother-in-law's tongue. Y'all heard Chad say it first. Y'all.
Man, the title, my first segment, basically people be doing crazy stuff in the news, man, and I had to sit them down sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's the name of this segment right here is called Sit Your Country Ass Down, man. Sit your country ass
That's
down,
some good
man.
advice, man. Good advice, man. More people need to take it too. Man.
Right.
Sit your monkey ass.
Maya in middle school, Nyack Middle School is in New York, is in hot water after his lunch supply serves chicken, waffles, and watermelon for Black History Month.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Now, they came out, they said, while our menu was not intended as a cultural meal, we acknowledge that the timing was inappropriate and our team should have been thoughtful in this service.
Why are they apologizing for what they do, man? It's our fault, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
It's our fault. Because I grew up on watermelon. And when I got away from watermelon, I started getting sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's a natural, man, it's full of nutrition.
Right.
You see what I mean? And if you get a real one with them real seeds in it, man, it's good for your body, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They embarrassed us into not eating watermelon
Man,
as
that's
a people,
what I say.
man.
You know, watermelon got that citrulline in it.
You know?
That's a natural vine.
That's what I'm, oh, Lord.
Yes, there ain't nothing about that. There ain't nothing about that.
Well, you're right, though. When I was eating it before, I didn't know what to do
You had the stroke of a genius.
with Buster.
I'm conflicted though, cause we had a lot of bullshit, you know, for our school food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love them bring some chicken and waffles up right there with some watermelon. Come on with that down. You know, it depends on how good it was. You know what I'm saying?
We got to quit letting people dictate what our narrative is.
Man,
Yeah.
they tell us when to be upset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't with that part of it, man.
Man.
But I'm sorry, back to the host.
And I
Yeah,
also talked to an Asian lady when I used to do Uber, and she said before any meal, watermelon, they eat watermelon right before each meal.
And you know what's interesting about the Asian community? They have worldwide the longest lifespan
Yeah.
Right.
because they eat simply and they stay active.
Yeah. And in watermelon, majority water anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need in your body.
Yeah,
You're part of water.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got to go back to the earth because you are part of the earth.
75% of this whole universe is water.
Yeah, and they say 75% of your body is too.
More than that, actually. The brain is 90% water. We don't look like, we don't even look like, we're 80% water.
Yeah.
We just don't look like it.
Yeah.
That's why they say when they show us images of the brain, you know, that it has something done to it because it'll mush.
Right.
It'll turn to mush outside
Right.
your body.
Right. It's
Yeah.
absolutely true, man.
Come on now. With
Go
them,
ahead.
come on with
Come
them.
on,
We
y'all.
gonna spit them facts on here tonight,
Man,
We're
we
gonna talk
talking
that. We're gonna
this
talk
shit.
them facts. I know you got them. I know you got them.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Well, look, man. To the middle school, man. We know what you was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't hurt us with with you like that. Look, make sure you take care of us well, though. You understand me? But for your attempts, sit your country ass down, man. Cause you think you're slick, but we caught you. We ain't tripping. Just feed us right.
Let us feed ourselves. You know?
Right.
We'll let us be in charge of the menu.
There it is.
Because it needs to change anyway, because we really have strayed away from understanding how the body works.
Yeah.
Because whatever you put in your body is either going to be fuel or waste.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
And if you get too much waste and it hang around long enough, that's when you start looking like you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be sluggish.
Oh, man, it's a
Yeah.
terrible thing, man. And so that's a part of the mission at this stage is to get the information out there and let people choose what they want to do. But you can't do it if you don't know better. You can't do better. And that's why Dr. Russell, who Corey knows, and you going to get to know, and everybody ain't going to know
Yeah.
about. See, I'm through putting the gun to people's head because folk going to do what they want to do.
Right.
But it is my obligation to let them know that Dr. Russell Harrison has been practicing natural medicine for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he's treated people with every
he kinda similar to Dr.
imaginable.
Sebi?
No, he ain't Dr. Sabi, he Dr. Russell.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do the same
yeah,
thing,
right on.
but they
Yeah.
go about it differently because he actually knew, it's a small community of people in that world, but
So they
they
knew
knew
each
each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know him.
Yeah.
And I know that I ain't been on no medication. Ain't gonna get on no medication because they poisoning folks to death. You see, because people don't realize how the body. First, you need to understand how the body works
Right. Absolutely.
in order to listen to the signal. Because pain is that knock knock knock, and you keep ignoring it if you want to.
Yeah.
And it's gonna turn
Because your
into
body
this
gonna
right
talk
here.
to you. You gotta listen to it.
Because before you have a stroke, you get that warning shot.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
You see what I mean? Before you have that heart attack, stuff starts letting that's what pain is. Pain is that knock, knock, knock.
Right.
Signal.
All right, you done put something in me that ain't working for me.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And then it's just a matter of making better choices about what's important. Because there's a lot of people now that are very wealthy in the graveyard.
Yeah. Right, absolutely.
including what's the guy name from Apple?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. He cried a river of tears before he died. He said, "Man, I thought I could buy my way out of this, and now I'm gonna be the richest man in the graveyard."
He thought he was finna turn himself into a computer.
You see, so
You
See, that's the
stupid
problem. That's the
Yeah.
problem with folks, man. Too many folks living to eat instead of eating to live.
there you go.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you can gain something for everybody. That's one thing I give my Muslim brothers credit for. They believe in physical fitness, and they eat to live.
Right.
Right.
You see, whether it's pork or whatever, that's another issue. But you got to get your body, whatever you put in it, you got to remove it.
Yeah.
Because if it hangs around, it's gonna turn into poison.
Yeah. Right.
Cause it's you got this foreign BMW body. You end up putting regular gas in that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You putting regular gas in your BMW. You fucking your BMW up.
And
It's gonna tear out.
And it start boogie woogieing on you.
It's
You know
gonna
what I
boogity
mean?
woogie.
You know,
Boogity nigga.
and see the thing is,
boogie, nigga.
and we done been, convenience is so important to us in this culture, right? We want to do it when we want to do it. That ain't the way your body works.
Right.
See, and so if you want to go to the bathroom when you want to go, you're setting yourself up for constipation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the more you hold it,
Right.
then it starts redirecting through organs in the body.
Yeah. Come on now.
And now you got to take something to do something that you should have done yourself.
There it is.
Yeah.
Move when the body moves.
Yeah. Exactly. They're gonna tell you what to do. You
Yeah.
gotta listen.
Instant
That's
gratification is
Man,
dangerous.
I'm telling you, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, boy.
Come on now.
So keep it moving, brother. Keep it moving.
Yes, sir. Keep
sitting
it,
in here
keep
riding
that moving.
shotgun.
When I move, you
Yeah.
move. Just like that.
Man, at the Philadelphia International Airport, a mother who was 39 and a daughter 17 got into a fight with Spirit Airlines employees after they were hit with extra fees at the gate for their oversized carry-on bags. Now, not only did they hit them with the fees, they hit them with them fists too.
On me. You heard me? Shit.
Now, you know what? I always knew Spirit Airlines employees
Oh,
had
man,
it in the
look.
bag. Look, man, to me, Spirit Airline workers ain't nothing but upgraded Waffle House workers. You know what I'm saying? The Waffle House workers will put some on your ass with
Right,
quickness.
right.
Man,
You
Spirit
seen
Airlines
Shorty
is-
catch that chair in the Waffle House?
Man,
And that
listen.
motherfucker threw that chair and she spent it around.
Spirit Airlines is a bus in the air.
Man, listen, Spirit Airline don't even do no background check for theirs.
For what? You ain't gonna be there that long.
Hey, boy, I rode Spirit one time. We was coming out, man. Motherfucker started swerving on the runway. I said, "Damn, boy."
Swanging and banging.
I said, "What the hell is going on in there, boy?"
Man, look here, man. Spirit Airlines almost killed me, man, because I'm 6'2", man, and I'm long legged. All right. And they done already said, look, now that we back in business, we done took and put 2 more rows in this plane. And we're gonna pack them in here like sardines.
Yeah.
All right. By the time we took off, the circulation that done went off in my body, man, and I was like, I'm about to pass out up in here, man. You know? And like you said, they charge you. The ticket was like really cheap, like $99. I was flying from here to Florida, right?
Right.
Shit. We stayed on the runway 2 hours because they the ghetto airline, man. So they had to get all the American flights and
Right,
Delta
right.
and all them. They let all them
Out
folks
first.
talk
Yeah,
about
they make them priority.
man. Yeah, man. You know,
Yeah, because you know a lot of black people work for Spirit. You know, if you notice that,
I don't even want to get into that part.
that's crazy.
Because they got attitudes, man.
Yeah.
They got attitudes, you know. First time they had a uniform on, you know, so they just really clowning, right?
Right.
I heard if you weigh over 250, you got to pay for 2 tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So
And yeah, for good reason, man, because like I say, they remodeled the whole plane.
I'm just bullshit.
You might be bullshit, but I'm telling you, man, they need to Because they'll have a guy sitting next to you all in your seat with you.
Oh
Right.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I think you do wear a certain weight. I don't know what the
Yeah,
weight is,
but
I
I'm
think
just telling you,
got
man.
250 crazy. That's a regular nigga.
Nothing
Right.
is.
scale at the door.
You gonna pay more for you pay more for your bags,
Right.
Oh yeah.
Anything.
than you did the ticket.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why they were mad. That's why they got
Yeah.
to fighting.
Yeah.
They got to fighting. They were like, what?
Yeah.
$100 for a bag?
Yeah.
I paid $20.
They get it back. Ain't nothing free on Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
man.
They
They
ain't
just let me
doing
do
that
the
shit.
commercial for Spirit. All we need is a little gas money. And we get you where you need to go.
What's the
done
little
passed out by the time
song
you
they
get
play
there.
for the Feed the Children?
Oh,
In the arms.
Oh man.
Yeah, Spirit need one of them commercials.
So did they go to jail?
Yeah, I think so. I think they definitely getting them
couldn't
flight,
get on that
them
flight.
privileges cut off.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting with nobody in no airport.
No.
That's case. That's
No.
case. Yeah.
win.
I mean, they
I
go
gotta fly.
label you
Yeah.
a terrorist. Hell,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I gotta be
They
in
be a
danger.
terrorist?
they go label you a terrorist.
That's how
That's terroristic.
That's how niggas win. If a nigga wanna know how to whoop me, just find me in the airport. That's the secret to whooping me. Other than that, outside that airport, I'm gonna tell your ass cat bracket.
He say
But
just, now outside of the check.
Yeah.
If we still where they doing the ticket at, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
It can go down.
I'ma get
But
the-
once we go through
hey,
check,
I'm gonna help you out, youngster. No, any
think
part of the property, any
I'm
part of the property is a federal crime, bro.
yeah.
And they do day for day, you know.
Yeah.
They do day for day, man. You don't want none of that fed time.
Man,
Detroit.
it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I still want to know what happened
business
to Shorty who snatched that computer off of American Airline table when they were during the holidays when everybody got backed up. She snatched the computer off of the American Airline thing.
Oh,
I ain't
And
seen that.
Oh yeah, she snatched the computer off and threw it because they canceled her flight.
Oh man.
And she
Oh,
snatched
'cause
the
they
computer.
was canceling it like crazy. During,
man.
Christmas.
And I'm glad you segued into that because I was supposed to go see my sister who, God bless her, you know, she's dealing with dementia right around Christmas. I supposed to flew out on, what's it, Southwest.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they got me.
They
told me, Cat
I
Rat.
Man,
still
look
got to
here.
call them, tell them, I need some money back.
Oh, them cheap bastards gave me $900 off of my $1,400.
They gave you 9 of your 1,400.
Yeah.
Well, see, they owe all of it.
everything.
See, they owe us all money, and I'm going on a campaign because one of my associates has a direct relationship with the transportation secretary, Booty Butt, Butterbutt, what is it?
Booty butt. Booty butt
Butterjig.
meat.
Butterjig is his name.
Oh.
But it's, you know, anyway. Yeah, something like that.
I thought you were trying to say booty bread. I don't eat that booty bread, boy.
But anyway, and here's what
want no
happened.
booty
And
bread,
that's
mama.
why I'm glad you let me speak tonight. And every
yeah.
chance I get, I want to let folks know we have to take power back because we gave it away.
Absolutely.
All right. The reason Southwest imploded was they cut corners. They didn't upgrade their communication system, and everything crashed. And people was at the airport. Some people was at the airport, in the airport, stuck for a week.
Yeah.
Because I went out there after they canceled my flight, and I couldn't even get in you couldn't talk to nobody. You tried to call, you couldn't get nobody on the phone, and this went on for weeks and weeks. Okay, and so I'm going home in a couple of weeks, but it was like, man, left a bad taste in my mouth because I realized how vulnerable we are. Because on top of everything else, as much flying as we've all done, including me, the only part I really like about flying is landing. I love landing, man.
Ain't nothing like
best
it.
feeling in the world.
Damn it, nigga, we made it.
I'm telling you, man. But no, we really had to be more proactive and demand, fairness.
Right.
You can't take my money and hold it. 'Cause how long did it take you to get your money back? The money that you got back.
Let me see. They sent me that check about 2 weeks ago.
How long? Well, when did you
it
book
happened,
the ticket?
It happened. It started December 24th.
Okay, that's what I'm talking. I was supposed to flow the 25th.
Yeah.
And I got my check about 2 weeks ago, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, man. Y'all owe because they held our money.
They had my bag for a whole week.
And you can't. Now, what's the price for that?
Right.
You see what I mean? That's your you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know, on some level.
I couldn't I couldn't get dressed for a whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all done delayed my flight.
Mm-hmm.
They even tried to have me stuck in Nashville. They took me from Miami. They canceled my flight, first of all, from Miami and told me I need to stay in Miami for a couple days. I sat on hold for 2 hours. I got them to rebook me a flight. I had a layover in Nashville that was going to get me to Minneapolis. My daughter was up there. I was going to see my daughter. They get me to Nashville, and people been in Nashville for a week. The line is as long as the airport.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not paying attention to them people because my flight is booked. I go get something to eat, come back. I see counsel on my flight. I said, oh, shit. I get in line. Dude, like, man, I've been in this airport for 3 days. Like, nigga, they holding you hostage. And everybody I'm talking to, they've been living in this airport.
And getting ate up, man, because the food in the airport is ridiculous.
They tell me to stay 2 days in Nashville. I'm like, I can't stay 2 days in Nashville. Y'all ain't trying to pay for no hotel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the 25th. I'm supposed to be seeing my daughter today.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have till the 27th to stay in Nashville. Then they tell me the best thing we can do is get you to Milwaukee. From Milwaukee,
you can
figure out how to. If you can figure out how to get to Minneapolis from Milwaukee, we did what we can do. We'll clean it up on the back end.
Wow.
That's what they tell me.
I mean, they wild as hell because all they had to do was put you in a carry-on. You
Big man.
How often do you
Don't
go
do shit like that.
Minneapolis? How often do you go to Minneapolis?
I try to get there as often as I can, but it probably end up being once or twice a year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm going in a couple of weeks to the fight.
I lived up there for 12 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Circle of Discipline?
What's that?
It's on Chicago Street. Well, it used to be on Chicago Street.
Okay.
You know,
That's like probably south
right
side.
down the street from where George Floyd. Because I was actually
that's south side.
there shortly after George Floyd got executed.
Yeah,
you know?
that's south side.
But the Circle of Discipline is an incredible organization, man. And Jamal Shango James is the fighter that I'm going to cover the fight for Counterpunch on the 25th of February. So y'all check out. It'll be on Showtime. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. At the Armory. You know where the Armory is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows a little something about that.
Yeah, I was up there for a minute.
He was out there with them white girls.
Yeah. White
Snowed in.
girl.
Getting in trouble.
Oh, my mind.
I don't know why he still do. I was been doing that. They get in trouble with their ass, boy. That nigga was the snowman.
If you
My milk of
I went
magnesia.
down there one time.
Kick it with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew how to stay out the way. I'll take light skin and better. He can keep the white.
Boy.
So Spirit Outlines. You know we sick of hearing y'all shit in the news. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Sit your country ass down, man. Sit y'all country ass down, man. Figure it out over there. Y'all need to do something better. I heard y'all merging with JetBlue. Hurry up.
Man, look,
JetBlue know what they doing.
my last Spirit flight was decent, man. I had a lot of room on that flight.
Really?
Yeah, y'all got to put a little respect. The seat was thin in a motherfucker.
Right.
The seat was thin in a motherfucker, but they giving you more space now.
Chad, you got 1 feet of legs.
Shut up.
You gonna always have plenty of room. Chad back there kicking the back of somebody else's The next segment I call this here Country Views on Breaking News.
There you go.
I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Do y'all think it should be mandatory for a man to have a paternity test for his child? I'll start with you, Bob.
A paternity test for his child.
Should it be mandatory?
Well, I think in this day and age it should. Because when we was coming up, it was mama's baby and daddy maybe. You see, but it wasn't no way to tell because they didn't have the DNA and all that kind of stuff going on. And with everything that's happening right now, I don't really have a problem with that. I just think that they need to make provisions to deal with the consequences when it ain't who thought it was, baby.
Yeah.
Because that's when it can become fatal.
Yeah.
And that's what I would be more concerned about is the aftermath of a misdiagnosis of who's who in the zoo. You see. But to answer your question directly, yeah, I ain't got no problem with a paternity test, man.
Yeah.
You just don't know till you know.
Yeah.
wanna read the
Because,
10?
a lot of women, appreciate you for 10 nail chopper. I ain't reading that shit, though.
Yeah.
Niggas be talking shit.
Why you can't read my
Because
stuff?
some women, some
read my stuff.
some women feel disrespected. You know what I mean? Like you married, y'all been dealing with each other for a while. They feel disrespected to ask them to get a paternity test.
That's usually the people that's guilty of something.
Yeah, you full of shit.
See,
Mom, what you think? Come on,
So,
voice
okay,
your
I
opinion.
mean, if they don't trust them, yeah, but I don't think everybody should.
You don't think everybody should?
No.
Chad, what you think? You don't think everybody should?
I mean, if it matters to you, you know what I'm saying? I think the whole purpose of marriage and monogamy began with paternity. You want to know who you leaving your valuables to in this world. You know what I'm saying? You want to know this your direct bloodline, your descendants. You know what I'm saying? So it has a purpose for a reason. So, if that's going to make or break the relationship, by all means, young fella, get that paternity test. You know, there's peace of mind and knowledge and truth. So, as any woman, if you know, you know. And if it ain't no issue, you firm, confirm this man's suspicions. For whatever reason he has them, maybe you need to stop fucking with him if he don't believe you and he ain't got no reason not to believe you. That's a whole nother subject. But it definitely ain't nothing wrong with a man getting his peace of mind.
Now, it was a story. This man was doubting his daughter. He went, hell, you know what? I don't think this is my daughter. He was married to his wife, you know what I mean? And she came off as faithful. Went to go have a DNA check. Come to find out, it ain't his baby. And she's like, it's impossible. It must be, an error in the system. Ain't no way, cause I'm a faithful wife. That's what she was saying. I'm a faithful wife. Ain't no way in here it could be anybody else's baby. Ain't no way. Well, they did some more DNA check. Still wasn't his. They ended up doing a DNA check on the mama. It wasn't the mama baby neither. Goddamn hospital switched the baby.
oh boy,
That's some cold shit.
that's some
right
human error right there, boy. Good God Almighty, man. See, that could have led to a homicide, man.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Correct.
there. Right.
Nigga, if you don't put this back on the other segment, nigga, run that back. Goddammit. We ain't made to country views yet. Nigga, run this
boy.
back.
Listen, so they went to go find they baby. The original the baby was in foster care, and they cause they was the parents they was with was some fucked up parents, so they had to go to foster care because of them fucked up parents. So they had to adopt their biological child.
What?
They had to adopt their biological child.
That actually happened.
Yeah, they had to adopt their biological child, and they ended up keeping the other baby. They ended up keeping the other baby, and they sued the hospital for $2 million. I think they settled for $2 million.
They deserve every penny of that.
That's
man,
some
'cause
cold gangster shit.
I mean, that's right up at the scratch line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody about to get busted up behind that kind of stuff, man. And that reminded me of the first time I ever seen Corey do his live stand-up. He did a joke back then. He said, look here, this is a cautionary tale. He said, a buddy of mine had his gal, and they had a baby together, and he put a tattoo of the baby in the center of his chest, a tattoo of him, and a tattoo of her. And found out later on the baby wasn't his, and he had 3 people on his chest he couldn't stand.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
That joke had people coughing up blood that night, man. I said, only this nigga could think of some shit like that.
I heard
this.
Oh, man, that shit was funny as hell, man.
But you know they talking now. They shedding light on what they call legal kidnapping now, where people in not foster care, but the people who CP, what are they called? The Child Protective
Service. Yeah,
CPS. They doing stories on how CPS are creating work for themselves by like over policing parents and homes and stuff like that, because it don't be enough going on. So a lot of them people will be out of jobs if they had to wait for there to be fucked up moms and ineligible households and shit like that. So like they're getting in a lot of people's business for no reason and taking their children for no reason. And they get so much money for putting these kids in foster homes.
Oh, man, that's big money, man.
Man, so
they got plenty of hustles to
They
do.
call it legal kidnapping.
Yeah,
This is
and
crazy.
they should call it that. But again, it's about us as taxpayers, and that word usually is associated with wealthy people. But when it comes to paying taxes, poor people pay most of the money that goes into the coffers of the federal government.
Yeah.
And it's called sales tax. So every time you buy something, you pay taxes on it.
Right.
And if you poor, that means you pay taxes every day.
Right.
And they take your money, and then you go in your neighborhood and the school is run down, the street got potholes in it and whatnot, and they'll tell you, well, you didn't come to the meeting. No, what y'all did was stole, even though I'm sitting in the meeting.
Yeah,
Right. They
Because-
doing what they want with them, but they allocate
Yeah.
them funds however they decide.
And they spend them the way they want
Yeah.
them. Anytime that money go in the general fund, that's what they call it, the general fund. And you wonder how that general fund ends up in the affluent neighborhoods, and they end up paying zero taxes.
Right.
Right.
And you say, how in the hell did they pull that off? Because we don't think we got a right to ask questions. And that's something that we really need to look at differently, man, because it's getting that way that they done ran out of sympathy for poor folks.
But see, it's changing. I think it's finna be a hell of a shift with the social media and people making themselves millionaires via the social media. And shit, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
there's a way to make the money by educating people, and that's what I like about the fact that you had the willingness to open up a seat for me here.
Oh, man.
So that we can entertain and educate at the same time.
Absolutely.
You see? Because all this butt shaking shit is
Hold on now,
dominating.
Bobby. You ain't finna come on here and denounce butt shaking. We support butt shaking over here.
Now it's a science to that now, Bobby. We
And hold on now.
Now we can get to the scientifics of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Okay.
method to that madness.
Well, look
You know
here.
what I'm saying? When that do to you, it do to you something to your brain. When you see that wiggle of that ass,
Yeah.
it's something to your brain. It gives a tickle.
it gives- yeah.
It's good exercise.
It motivates you. You know what I'm saying? It gives you-
It motivates you to do what?
It stimulates the economy, you know. Well, look, we getting rid of a lot of black babies out here. That's promoting the rise of the black community. You know what I'm saying? Keep wiggling your back, ladies. Don't listen to everything. Now, Bobby know a lot now.
Okay.
Now, don't y'all
Now, we
stop
gotta have
shaking.
some.
I'll take an L on that one.
Don't stop shaking now.
That's like saying we don't need employees, Bobby. You
boy.
can't say that now. Everybody can't be entrepreneurs out there. We gotta have some employees out there. You know what I'm saying?
You heard of AI, haven't you?
Oh yeah, artificial intelligence.
It's real, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then again, I'm defer from that other conversation with y'all done pull me out of it. Okay. But this AI thing, artificial intelligence, is going to require natural intelligence to defend itself. Now, I don't mind you replacing me with a robot, but you better leave me something to do and something to do it with.
Okay.
Or it's Armageddon.
Well, see, they occupying your brain with this internet. So you
And that butt shaking.
yeah, you ran it back, nigga.
We gonna double down. Goddamn it.
I tried to come in the back
Look, Southside don't hardly say much. I agree with. They're twerking better than water.
Fuck you, man. You heard me say artificial intelligence, nigga. I just said it fast. You know, be fucking with shit.
Oh, I'm having too much fun.
The man,
Good exercise.
the husband apologized to the wife for doubting her though.
For wanting a paternity test?
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably look at the little nigga and tell it wasn't his.
Yeah, he apologized for doubting.
He said somebody lying.
But I don't feel like he should apologize because
Hell no.
they just found out some news they needed.
Well, you can split the difference on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she should be in and he should too. Because he did the right thing because she was telling the truth.
Right.
Okay. So that gives her a right to be offended.
Yeah.
And he had a right to know. This child don't look like neither one of us.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, we too trusting with too many things.
You see?
Now, this it can't be the first time this to happen. And then you'll have somebody who will make the excuse, oh, well, my auntie, grandma, cousin was half white. That's why the baby looked white. You know, now you trying to convince him that his black ass to have a white baby. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be the first time.
Do you like
this
that?
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Man, this ain't gonna be the first.
Man, I bet you if everybody took a paternity test in the world, it'll be so many surprises out here, boy.
Man.
I was ready to say mine wasn't mine. That motherfucker came out of my face. I just shut up and walked out the room.
Yeah.
Shit, what a child support paper.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be, outright physical features. It's behavior sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because my son looks enough like my nephew.
Okay.
That's my son. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
They look like twins.
You can see the family.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless your brother got
but that attitude he got from me. I mean, I can't tell him shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell me shit. I said, man, I wish he'd inherited something other than my attitude. You know what I mean? But it's my son. I love him to death. But I'm like, damn, man, he got my attitude. But his physical features, he looks more like, my nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Was Ohio
That
mother.
baby came out in turtleneck. Fuck you.
This Ohio mother, Darlene Flores, and her two teenage sons, Eric Johnson Jr. was 19, and his other brother, 16-year-old Rodrigo Johnson, were found dead in apparent murder suicide. The police came in and found the bodies when they came in, and they also had another family member had the same kind of similar situation that happened, but I don't know the full details behind it. But God damn, I had more information on it. I don't know what I did with the information on it. I didn't pull it up, but that was a wild story right there. The police came in and it was a mama and two sons, and I don't know, it was an altercation, but everybody ended up, somebody probably messed up, he probably killed his brother, and then accidentally killed somebody and ended up killing himself or something like that. I don't know I don't even think they know the full details behind what happened.
Where was that at?
Ohio.
That was some crazy. See, you got to remember what time it is. See, between now and Mother's Day, the number of domestic situations that end up in fatalities is going to skyrocket. Because you go through Christmas and you find out you ain't shit when they start running them commercials right after Christmas about Valentine's Day. Have you noticed all the diamond commercials and jewelry and all that shit that's on now?
The greatest slogan in the 21st century.
Yeah,
Diamonds are forever.
Yeah, and you need to get one right now or you ain't shit.
Right.
And you don't love me. And then you got Mother's Day coming up. By the time you get to that, man, you out there with that ski mask, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to pay the rent.
Because that pressure. They put that pressure on your chest. Them holidays put that pressure on your chest, man. I used to watch niggas go through that. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch niggas go through them through them emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had that pressure on him, man. I got to get this from, especially criminals.
Yeah.
Oh, criminals. Yeah, criminal.
Oh, that ain't a word, big man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. When them folk, when that criminal hit,
and it hits in January, so that's when you get them bills, because they let you get, don't worry about paying for it right now. Don't worry. We'll send you that statement on it.
And desperate measures to get them babies some shoes. You hear me?
Man, yeah.
To get them babies some shoes. It's a mental game they play with you on that one, man.
And it works, bro. Especially when you look at inflation, man. Everything has went through the roof, especially out here in California.
Mm-hmm.
And we all travel enough to know that when you go to these other states and see gasoline $2.12, you be like, oh my Lord, I need to bring a truck down here, boy.
Oh yeah,
a real truck, one like that 18-wheeler, man.
Yeah.
Back with me, man, because that puts so much pressure. Because when the gas rises, they transport everything that's in the store via these cargo vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So everything goes up and up and up and up and up, and you start feeling that pinch, man, and you wonder, wait a minute, I used to live for the weekend, now I live to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the final stop right there, because when I come out of there, them pockets is empty.
Empty.
Man.
Yeah, they gonna find a way.
And then, also, the kids be teenagers, and they still be playing on them credit cards. From Christmas, from years
It's
ago.
scary.
They still be paying on those credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
you gotta understand the marketing scheme of it all.
Right.
They get you to buy a surplus of food in November for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Then they get you to double back on the coldest months of the year. When you be in the house saving money, chilling, they gonna make you go outside and do something for criminal, as Mark can say. And then they get you to double back again
On New Year.
I almost forgot about New
yeah,
Year.
they cook
You
on New
you
Year's.
finna go clown on New Year's,
Right.
and then they got you right back in February. The marketing is genius.
they got you on
got
a
it figured out.
schedule. You
Yeah.
still an employee.
Yeah,
You're an
slave.
employee of America.
You a
They
slave.
got you on a schedule.
You a slave.
No matter what you're doing, they got your ass on the schedule some way, somehow. You still ain't got your freedom. If you still feel the pressure of holidays and you feel like you gotta do something, you obligated to do something because they set a date. Hey, they got you.
Yeah.
They got you. Got to start in order to fully grasp your freedom. You got to start letting traditions go.
Because they really, as you just said, they enslave you. Because if you take the day out of it, because that's what it is. It's one day on a calendar.
Right.
All right. Now, what does that have to do about how you really feel about somebody?
Right.
Because your lick might have came the week before that.
Yeah.
Or the week after that.
Right.
Yeah.
But you had the same intention anyway, and that is
Yeah.
to do something to make somebody feel better.
Right.
So why should it be one specific day that you allocate to show somebody that you care about them?
Right.
I
That's
mean,
the trick to the shit.
The saddest shit to me is we'll go out of our way to be givers on Thanksgiving, and we'll go feed these homeless people on Thanksgiving. Nigga, it's 365 days.
And
in
they
a
hungry
year.
every
they
day.
hungry than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
They don't even know when Thanksgiving come. They just see you get out with a plate. Ooh, thank you.
Right.
But this is the cold thing about having you on schedule. They can plan things accordingly based upon because they know when they pay their year. They know what days y'all gonna be giving out money, so they can make their arrangements. That's why I feel like a lot of things are basically it's propaganda. They already had this in line because they know what's gonna happen. They got you on this schedule, so they know once they get to do whatever they need to do.
Here's what you
They
do
can
with propaganda.
They can set a time and day for it. They can predict certain things.
Here's what you do with propaganda. Here's what you do with propaganda. You give it to the proper gooses.
Yeah.
See, and that way if they buy into your propaganda, those gooses become golden.
Yeah.
And they will continue to rely on you for what to do, what to think, who to be, where to spend money, all of those. And that's why, you've heard the phrase, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Right.
To waste a mind is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think for yourself, somebody else will do it for you.
That's correct.
And the masses get led to what? The slaughter.
Yeah.
And I just want people to understand you have a choice
Yeah.
to think for yourself. It's scary
Right.
because you have to take responsibility for the good and the bad, the crooked and the straight.
Yeah.
I read something. I know I'm finna butcher it, but it was in the lines of an economy can't run if there's no people suffering.
Oh, of course.
If there's no poor, then the economy can't run successfully.
It's some merit to that, but here's the thing: there's an economy of scale, and what has happened in the last 30 years is an imbalance that we haven't seen in the history of this country. In other words, less than 1% of the population throughout the world is controlling over 90% of the wealth.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
when things were more reasonable, that was maybe 70-30. It ain't never been 50-50.
No.
But you get, because generally there's enough surplus that nobody literally starves to death.
Yeah.
Okay. But now it is that way. People are literally around the world starving to death because the wealthiest of the wealthy have so much money that they have hoarded. And then you got these really, people that don't have, they crazy and all kind of things going on.
Mental health.
And they're literally just dying in the streets.
Yeah.
And I ain't never in my lifetime, I'm 68 years old, I ain't never seen this many people, man, living out of garbage cans, man.
Right. I
And
mean,
the indifference, we done got used to it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to feel that you used to it, but you can walk by them and
desensitized.
keep on going.
You desensitized.
You
You
yeah.
see it too much.
There you go.
You gotta have a footstool to step on.
It's
Yeah.
like the ignorance is bliss because thinking takes effort. You know what I'm saying? So the burden of information, the burden of knowledge, that's a hefty toll to pay. You can get old and die and feel unfulfilled if you don't know no better. You don't feel no type of way. But you having this information to go throughout life with, well, now it's like, oh, well, I don't even want to be here no more. I don't want to apply myself in that way because I know what I'm doing to myself. I know that I'm taking away and I'm depleting and I'm not adding anything to the world or any value to myself. So that's why the ignorance be bliss.
Yeah, that worked as long as it wasn't as many ignorant people as we got right now, man. I'm telling you, man, it's dangerous now because it's just too many folks that have gotten to a point where they don't care.
Right.
And they become a danger to anybody at any time. Because we're seeing random acts of violence now. Folks didn't just go in those places and shoot up 10, 12 people, man.
Yeah.
And it's been happening damn near every week. If somebody done went off and capped 5, 6 folks, man.
Right.
Like it wasn't nothing to it, man.
I mean, they used to call it going postal for a reason.
Yeah,
You was going in the post office.
right,
to trip.
right,
Y'all, where my check?
Right.
Niggas is going postal at the grocery store now.
Everywhere.
think-
It's on
I think-
site, you know what I mean?
Stupidity is more so the problem these days than ignorance because the information is right there in your face. Almost everybody has the resources. They just refuse to use those resources.
And it's a consequence for that because procrastination is a thief. And it takes no days off.
Yeah.
Because the more you know something that ain't right, and you keep saying, oh, I'll deal with it tomorrow, I'll get around to that next week. And before you know it, the bell tolls. And that bill is due right now. You knew about it a month ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been guilty of that to the point where I live with urgency now. Because I ain't got time to waste time anymore. And it's worth it for me to be an irritant to folks that I care about.
Yeah.
Because that's all I got for them.
Yeah.
Until I do better. You see, and that takes a change in our attitudes about what we do with our time, man. 'Cause a year has went by so fast. It's, you know, like it's like now time is flying, but it's coming at us 24 hours a day. But if you keep doing what you've been doing, it's a year later.
Yeah, for sure.
And it done got worse. You be like, oh shit, man, what's the hell?
Compound interest. That calendar moving. That
you,
calendar
man.
moving.
Wake up and live, y'all.
You know,
Wake
a lot
up
of this
and
be
live.
too. A lot of people with mental issues, mental things. going
Yeah,
on.
and that's been compounded by all this medication.
Right.
You see what I mean? You
Right.
keep bombarding people, man, with these
Right.
pills, man. They
Right.
got a pill for everything, you know?
Right.
And
Oh,
they come with too many side effects.
They'll
You know?
they'll convince you something wrong with you.
Oh, quickly.
They will convince you. You could have some regular regular human personality,
Right.
And they'll tell you there's something wrong with you.
Right.
And like with these kids, you know, Ritalin.
Right.
That's been the most demonic thing that they ever did, was to take a active child
Yeah.
and slow him down. Oh,
Right.
he's too busy. What do you mean too busy?
Oh,
now all
man.
he do is sit in
That's
front of
the
that
craziest
computer
shit.
and do this all day
Yeah.
long.
They
Right.
need you to be a drone.
Yeah, man.
They don't
I'm
even
like,
do
wait a
that now.
minute.
They just watching them. They don't even play no more. They
That's
they
the
just watch TV and let
crazy.
somebody else play.
Watching
crazy.
people play games, that's
Yes.
the craziest thing
Yes.
to me.
They
I
don't
don't
you,
even do
understand
this
that.
anymore.
That's crazy to you, Chad?
Yeah.
To watch other people play a game?
People
No.
watch sports.
Yeah, I mean,
That's watching other people play the game.
but you're not
But then you go out and
video
imitate
game.
what you see.
I mean, it's the
I
same.
mean, it's similar.
It used to be
It's
that
definitely
way.
similar.
By the
But
time
if I'm
television
watching
came
you play
around-
basketball, that's you exercising the talent I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I can go out there.
Well,
on the-
they might not know how to play the game good, so that's exercising talent they don't have.
But
they ain't
a video
exercising
game
at
is
all,
something
though.
that's more user friendly. It allows the ability for the average person to grow that ability to play a video game. You know what I'm saying? I could go out to a basketball court every day and not in 100 years. If y'all gave me another 100 years on this planet, I still wouldn't be able to do what LeBron and them do.
But watch
But you
this,
don't
Chad.
have to do what LeBron do, but your body needs that exercise.
Some people don't watch.
what I mean?
Most people don't watch basketball for the thrill of wanting to go out there and play or anything like that. It's similar to movies. Like if I watch a movie, I'm watching the movie for entertainment. They might want to see the game because they just want to see the playthrough of the game. It's entertaining to them.
Well, what do you do for exercise?
I just go to the gym. I run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do something, though.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, you leave. I want you to leave your audience thinking that you're able to keep your figure without doing anything.
Oh, no.
You
Yeah.
just go to the sport.
No, I was just
That's
explaining him. I was just explaining to him the
I know
difference.
you
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
but I'm just saying sometimes it's important to let people know. Don't give them an excuse to be couch potatoes.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
Because a body in motion stays in motion.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's just that way. If you
For
see
sure.
somebody that look like they, doing all right physically, it's because they are working their body somehow. All right, and never leave people. Other than that, because you can get all these, they got everything there. They can tuck this and
Yeah,
nip
right.
that
They'll
and all
cut it off
that.
for you. You don't like it, we'll cut it off.
It ain't gonna hold up.
Speaking of cutting off, I brought up to Cuzzo a couple weeks ago. You were saying people go to these doctors for help and stuff like that. A lot of these little kids, little boys and girls, they're trying to sue doctors who suggested them gender corrective surgery because they went in saying they were depressed or something like that. And the doctor was like, oh, well, let's cut your dick off. You know what I'm saying? And, and that was the solution that these doctors gave these little kids. And now they're trying to sue them because they're grown now and they're like, I didn't want that. I didn't need that.
They didn't know.
Yeah,
they
didn't
just
know.
didn't know. And you talking about that paternity test? That coincides with what you just brought up, Chad. And that is, some things you need to wait till you grown before you have license to alter it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm not saying that that's going to keep people from being who they ultimately want to be, but at least have a fully developed mind and a fully developed body before you give the keys to the car
Yeah.
to someone that's making a decision that they can't fix.
Emotion.
Right,
You ain't gonna be able to fix that.
because they do got the documentary, like we was talking about that yesterday. They do have a documentary out. Well, it's a large percentage of people that have taken those surgeries, whether they was grown or they was children, and they regret it and they want to go back to what they were, previously. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people understand that when you do take those surgeries, you got to take medicine every day.
Yeah.
Like if you get your, you know what I'm saying? You get that
Hormones.
cut
You gotta
off.
take the hormones.
You got to take every day. You got to take pills
I didn't know that because I never
every single day.
switching teams.
Yeah.
Every single day. They can't skip a beat.
Yeah.
So you got you making a hell of a sacrifice. So if you really want that shit, boy,
yeah, man.
you know what I mean? And then you think about you do that shit for 10 years. And then you get to regretting it. It's too late.
Yeah, that's a
That
done
was a
deal.
permanent decision.
Baby.
It ain't even a tattoo. A tattoo, you can remove a tattoo. You can't tell me, give me my dick back. I want it back. They gonna give you a deal though.
They come
Do something with that.
They come from the back with somebody else's dick. This ain't the dick I gave y'all.
What happened to the one? We threw that one away, man. That was 10 years ago. We ain't got that no more, man.
It's like going in the bank asking for the original bills you gave.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't exist.
Yeah, and then you get it back. If you do get one back, you ain't gonna feel nothing. You don't get that good feeling you could have had, boy, with that boy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get that good feeling. So you gotta. So look, before y'all, let me tell you something. Before y'all make the decision, especially if you ain't had no coochie. Before you make the decision,
crazy.
before you make that
That's
decision, get you some coochie first. Get you. I just realized my picture ain't up here. I talked to him about that. Get you some coochie first. You know what I'm saying? And if you decide that you don't want to cut it off no more, guess what? You can't consider yourself a woman. Y'all try to do that, flip the script and all that stuff. You got a penis. When you got a penis, you got a male organ. Ain't no way you finna tell me you got a male or this is only males have this organ. Ain't no way you finna tell me. Now if you cut it off and if they want to call you that or whatever, okay, let them call them that. But if as long as you got that thing on you. You got that thing on you could be identified easily naked. Easy. Oh, that's a nigga right there.
That's a nigga with titties.
Yeah. That's a nigga right there. You can probably fool some niggas. You get that little flake split. But I imagine it look like vegan. I imagine it don't look like no real meat. I imagine it look like some vegan. I imagine it look like
Is that beyond me?
yeah, I imagine it looks stitched up. I imagine it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have scars and shit that's gonna be obvious. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you can't duplicate originality, man.
That's the bottom line. And it allows people, in my estimation, to still, if you into whatever you into, that's none of my business. But there is a point where it becomes my business when you take it and bring it to my doorstep.
Oh man.
And impose it upon me.
Trying to force me to tell you.
And I'm like, wait a minute, man. I really don't want to have to go to jail over a hate crime when you the one that has brought this to me. And I wouldn't even. I had an experience like that at a concert one time at the Hollywood Bowl. I was a guest of Bootsy Collins, and it was a techno show.
Okay.
I had never been to no show like that. And he did it for the money, right? And all of that stuff, man. I didn't know what the hell that shit was, man.
I do not like
And
that.
and it's like 17,000 people up in there, and I'm like, okay, when you going on, man? He said we going on first. So I went somewhere. No, this was before I could even get back to the area, the green room area, the bowl. And this dude walked up to me, and he said, "Hi, you here for the show?" He knew I didn't. I looked out of place, right?
Yeah.
And he said, "Me and my husband were wondering." And it was two dudes, right?
Appreciate that fight for life.
How you feel about gay marriage? I said, man, y'all doing your thing, man. You know, just leave me alone, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And then he said, and he grabbed by my arm and said, no, I want you to tell me how you feel about gay. I said, man, I just told you, man. That ain't none of your goddamn business, man. And so I started walking, they started following me, man. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. Then I started looking around, man, and everybody was all, huddled up and everything. And I'm like, man, where the real people at, man?
What the real people?
This ain't my crowd, man, And I asked the people, I said, man, where the green room at, man? I need to get there quick. And I asked the security guard. And he said, well, what's the problem? And I was like, oh, no. And it was my awakening, because this was about 15 years ago.
Damn.
When things really became, headed in that wide open direction that we are cemented in now.
Yeah.
And so
They were trying to get you back.
I finally broke away from that bunch, man. And I had to go to the bathroom. I go in the bathroom, man. They done took the signs off of the thing, gender neutral, man. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, hold on, man. This bras all up in here, man. And I'm like, they looking at me like I'm out of place. And I'm like, wait a minute, where the men's room at?
Yeah.
This is the men and the women's room. I'm like, no, it's got to be one of the others, know?
Yeah.
Because I'm square like that.
Yeah.
So you ain't going to be able to bend over in front of me. Like that, without me looking at you a certain kind of way, especially if you halfway proportion and stuff, it might lead to a conversation,
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all need to wait a minute.
Was you born with that, or did they put it down? Or they put it together? Oh, where did that come
This
from?
organic.
I mean, that's just it just happened too fast for me, man. And by the time I got to the dressing room, I was nervous as a shell-shot rabbit uptown, man. I ain't lying, man. Boots was like, man, what's wrong with you? I said, man, I'm leaving as soon as y'all get off the stage, man. I'm not going back through all
They were trying to get
man.
you, Bobby. They were trying to tell your ass cat ragged, Bobby.
And I say that because
just look at it and tell me what you think.
I have a very, very close friend who is gay, and he used to hide it from me for a long time, man. And I overlooked it because he never did come at me like that.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
But then a couple of people that knew he was gay told me that he was gay, and I was like in denial for a long time, right? And then I finally said, look, man, it's okay because you didn't hit him, because I done been hit on before, and it almost got violent, man, because I'm trying to figure out what kind of signal could I possibly be sending out that's been that led to that.
You feel offended.
Violated.
You like, man, what did I do? Did I break my wrist? What did I do to sin for you, nigga? Because I'm mad at myself now.
Right. You know exactly what I've been through, man. And it's not fair to anybody, because what you want to do, you're going to do anyway. Mm-hmm. And what I want to do, I just want to be able to do that and not feel like it's something wrong with me for not understanding why there's an attraction that you have that I ain't into no parts of that.
Right.
Right.
Because if I ain't invite you, don't come.
Right. That's it. So let's work through that right there, because I was cool with don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they flew right past that.
Yeah.
They went from that to like, okay, everybody can do what they want to do. And I just brought it up because we're dealing with a lot of things that are changing so fast that we haven't had a chance to process the consequences of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what led to the conversation y'all had last night about this subject matter of, wait a minute, y'all giving people license to mutilate themselves before they even know what mutilation is.
Right.
You see? So we got a lot to think about before we move, because can't unring some of these bells, man. I'm telling you.
Man, sure. Listen, I said something last night, and I didn't really get to elaborate on it. I feel like this here. They're getting you comfortable, getting the parents comfortable, getting with allowing those children to mutilate themselves, and the more comfortable they get, the more they're gonna lower the age. I feel like, and because it's all leading into something. If you pay attention to what's going on, if you see how things have been transitioning, the more and more they transition, it's all leading thing. And before you know it, children are going to be able to make adult decisions with adults.
Well, they doing it. What do you mean?
Without adults, you mean?
You know what I'm saying? But they'll be able to make them with adults. Like they'll be able to do things with adults. Yeah. Without a parent, without parental
Wait a minute. Now. We want to go like this on the brakes. Pew.
Yeah.
I mean, really pump them. Because now you define the natural order.
Mm-hmm.
It's some things you only learn through instruction.
Yeah.
Because if you don't learn through instruction, you're not going to survive the trial and error. Because when you look at the natural environment, the wild, there's certain things you taught in your tribe. Whether it's the lion, the tiger, the bear, and if you don't pass them tests, you die.
Yeah.
Right.
Natural
From the
selection.
mistakes you make. See, when the pack move, you move. And when you get to a certain age, if you ain't learned how to take care of yourself, you still got to go.
Right.
And you ain't going to make it.
Right.
Right.
Because you didn't learn the tricks of your trade.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you think you're going to divide nature like that, that's a jealous mistress Mother Nature is, boy. You know, the more we tamper with this environment, the more Mother Nature comes back with a vengeance.
Nature self-corrects.
Right.
Yeah.
It's done it many times in history. It self-corrects.
Yeah.
It aligns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you get to going a wrong way, you get to
Oh, you
messing
can
with
build
that.
on that side of that mountain all
Yeah.
you want to, but it's coming right back down here to the hood.
Yeah.
Right.
You see
So
what I mean?
so you don't want to force nature.
No.
That's not what you want to do.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nature hit your ass with a plague.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It hit your ass with a plague. You know what I mean?
It's real.
You know, just like with what they talk about with the population. The population is getting to a point where, you know, is getting overly populated, they keep saying. If that's true, you'll see nature correct itself.
Absolutely.
You'll see nature correct itself. Now, I feel like they did it on their own
They
with that
have.
COVID shit.
They have, but see, it wasn't even just the COVID thing. It's the concept of really, is there too many people, or is there too many people that want to live so much above everybody at the
Above their
expense of
means.
everybody else?
Okay.
You see what I mean? In other words, it's not enough to have 2 cars. You got to have 5 cars, or you ain't balling.
Oh, okay.
Even though you can't drive but one of them at a time.
Right.
You see what I mean? And you putting all these emissions in the air
Yeah.
that's choking everybody to death.
Uh-huh.
You see what I mean? Because there's people who got, what they call it, COPD.
Yeah.
That ain't ever smoked a cigarette in their life. But they
Right.
living in areas that have high pollution areas
Right,
and whatnot.
right.
See, it's an ecological consequence for every violation. And we're experiencing many of those right now. There's places that you would have never thought they'd have earthquakes. They have them all over the country now. All right? And it's because they drilling for oil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And oil is in the ground for a reason.
Right.
It's a lubricant.
They agreed.
You see what I mean? And then when you take too much of it out, like here in California, there's communities like in Baldwin Hills and places like people foundations have been cracking for years because they right across from the drilling, you know, and you're going too far down, man, and at some point everything starts shifting.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it's just a lot of things we need to be aware of to be able to make a decision. If you want to, roll the dice, that's your business. But at least you've been told and warned that some of this stuff is not advantageous for us as a living space.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Because 120 is one thing in Dubai, but worldwide 120, it's gonna be some extinction.
Yeah.
Polar bears and all these, everything balances out,
Right.
And when they have to move, then things change, and then all of a sudden the fish that you used to see coming this way, they go that way. Man, come on, y'all.
They said they just had an earthquake in Buffalo, New York this week. I didn't even think.
know they
What?
had earthquakes.
That's what
over there.
somebody just said. They just had an earthquake in Buffalo, New York. That's crazy. I didn't. God damn, that's crazy.
Man.
Even the
It's-
temperature, the temperature is just like here. It's cold.
It's cold now, but shit, a few months ago it was so hot. We had that hot.
Oh, we
stretch.
did that. Fracking in Oklahoma caused plenty of earthquakes there. I used to do the frack, the oil trucks,
Yeah.
frack sand. We used to do frack sand and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did that.
yeah.
I only did it for a couple weeks. So, I ain't
But you
saying-
know what it,
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is, man.
Yeah.
And see that once you start that fracking, you can't use that land is unusable for 50 to 100 years, man.
Damn.
Damn.
You see, because you changed the topography and you've extracted things that get into the water system.
Okay.
And see, once you mess up that water supply, man, you're done. You're done, man. We talked about the water earlier.
Damn.
You're done.
I didn't know it get that cold here in California.
Oh, man. You've been out here too long.
Well,
Because this ain't
Got in
cold.
the 30s.
yeah. Right, it ain't really that cold. Yeah, I be chilling.
I mean, cold.
Man, I done been down.
Right.
California
I done been
weather.
down to some, you know, I come from here,
Yeah.
you know, to where they consider the cold, and
Yeah.
then going down there to Texas, the Arkansas and shit, and
Boy,
boy,
it be nippy, goddamn
I
it.
come that motherfucker having a seizure coming off the plane. Wait a minute, y'all living like this?
Last year,
I
when
done forgot.
Last year when I went to Minneapolis, man, look at here, man. Because I do smoke cigarettes, man. I went outside, man, that damn cigarette stuck to my lip, man.
Them lips dry the motherfucker when they buy me.
Tear your ass up out there.
It's cold, man. It's cold,
You ain't felt cold till you see that -14.
man.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that nigga stayed in Minnesota. Boy.
I was
Man.
up under a white woman.
He had a fat white woman. He was a fat white woman. Yeah.
He had his own polar bear.
Yeah. He was under a thigh meat because you know he little. He was under a thigh meat.
Cozy,
Right there.
goddamn. Cozy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, hit that like button, man, if you're in the chat, man.
Man,
Get
fuck
in
with
that
us.
algo.
Fuck with
That
us.
algorithm, man. Hit that like button one time, man. We almost at
Okay,
500.
to Black McBain, this is actually a sequin shirt of Muhammad Ali. That's
Yeah.
what this is about. Just
Yeah, the great.
They was asking about the sequins on my shirt,
Oh, yeah.
like I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah, man. Well, on a lighter note, man, I know y'all seen this yesterday, man, but LeBron James broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 1984 record
Rain was sitting there looking sick, boy.
and made history, becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Shout out to LeBron James. That's a monster. That's a monster right there. That's a cold boy.
Well, here's the sad part about it.
Oh, that's my phone. Oh.
The sad thing
To my phone over here.
is sports is more entertainment now
Yeah.
than it is the thrill of watching people compete, and I mean compete, instead of ole, you score, I score, you score, I score. The game
It's selfish.
has changed to the extent where they don't trust the action. Since you don't really go to games, but you watch enough of it to know the difference between the action and the staging of the game.
Okay.
In other words, now when you go to a NBA game or even a college game, there's so many things going on while they playing that the game is no longer the focus.
Right.
You see what I mean? And because of timeouts, which pay for this shit, there's no real action that's sustained because they're going to play for 2 or 3 minutes and then it's going to be a commercial. And if you at a live event, you wondering what the hell going on. So they say, okay, we got to entertain them while we running these commercials. So then they got people out there doing flips and all kind of, little shaker clinic
Shooting
girls
from
and
the
all of that. Yeah, all
from
of that
the
stuff,
middle
man.
of the court and shit.
And I'm like, I didn't come here to see this. I came here to see if Earl Monroe could deal with Walt Frazier tonight.
Right.
You know what I
They
mean?
got you watching the circus.
Yeah, man, and that's what used to be the attraction. And I understand evolution. Things are not going to remain the same. But in the instance of sporting events, they done really went a little bit too far. We got a kid that we're going to bring into the counterpunch circle. His name is Joey Davis. And I'm excited because for years I didn't watch mixed martial arts.
Okay.
It
That my
was
shit
just
right
too
there.
much, man. You know what I mean?
That's my shit right there.
Look up Joey Davis, man.
Okay.
He's 8-0. He's with Bellator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This kid, he went undefeated in college. He went to college in Ohio, Notre Dame, but not the Notre Dame in Indiana, a smaller school. He was 134-0 on the mat.
Damn.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad put him with a coach they taught him how to use these here.
Yeah.
And these here.
Okay.
Woo-wee!
What's his name again?
Joey Black Ice Davis.
Joey Davis. Okay.
No, Black Ice.
Yeah.
This boy
Don't forget the
here,
Black Ice.
Oh, that's him right here?
Okay.
He's incredible.
What is it? Is the shoulder bloody right there?
Huh?
Nah, that's the.
No, that's
Yeah. Oh, that's somebody blood. Shit.
Yeah.
That's the other guy.
Yeah.
No, bro. He's
Yeah,
devastated.
he must have
Yeah.
told their ass cat raggedy,
Man,
boy.
He
God.
did. He did.
Damn.
Man. I had to turn my head, man. I was like, ooh.
God.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm talking about that's a lot of blood.
Man.
Look at his arm and ooh. God, that boy got more red on him than me. Damn.
Joey Davis is the next thing.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna check him out.
Yeah.
He is
I just see
special,
what
man.
he talking about.
And he's a good kid, man. You know, he's from Compton.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
okay.
you know what his goals is? Is he trying to get over the UFC? Because I think you got to have like
back
10
up.
wins
Hey. No.
before you can get in the UFC.
No,
Or
they're gonna come get him, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the boy's a problem.
Okay.
He's a problem cause see, once he gets you on that flow,
Yeah. He gonna do his thing.
I mean, it's whichever way you want to do
Oh,
it.
and you said he started out in wrestling. So
Yeah, oh yeah,
he
you going
comfortable.
down.
So
You going down.
So they didn't taught him how to punch, and
Oh,
he was
yeah,
already
yeah.
proficient in
Yeah,
wrestling.
you don't even see
That's
you don't
dangerous.
even see that because he put that knee. I mean, he hit this boy in the knee, blood shot everywhere, man. I was like, oh my goodness. And then the next time the guy got up, he thought, well, I got to get ready for that, them legs.
Yeah.
And he took him to the floor and choked the shit out of him, man.
Choke shit out.
God damn, man. What do you do with this kid, man? But he's on a mission, man. You know, he's a good dude. His dad is in his life, major way.
Yeah.
And I just like the way that they father and son on it, you know. Yeah.
So what I was finna ask you, since you've been following sports, basketball in particular, for so long, do you
All
feel
my
like
life.
the level of athleticism has evolved and changed? Because I feel like these dudes is like they look like bodybuilders in the NBA now. You know?
They are much more. They're bigger.
Yeah.
They're faster, but they do not know how to play the game
Okay.
because it's all one-on-one. It's all ISO, okay? And they bitching and moaning to the officials all night long.
Yeah.
Like, man, get
Yeah,
your
'cause they
ass
done
back
changed a
down
lot
there
of the rules,
and
too.
play some defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
it's you score, I score. But all the championships will always be won in any sport. You got to be able to stop somebody.
Defense.
Now, offense is a beautiful thing, but you got to be able to stop somebody, man. This game is coming up Sunday in the Super Bowl. They're going to have two black quarterbacks playing. All right? Beautiful thing. But it's going to come down to who going to get a stop
Yeah.
Yeah.
and impose their will. Because sometimes defense is offense. You know, you get off first and you never give a cat a chance to do nothing. But you got to put him down. And when I watch these games now, I see teams get down by 20, start get sloppy. Next thing you know, the game is tight. Just like the game with the Lakers the other night, man. You know, they stayed close, but then them young boys, turned it up on them, man.
Right.
And people forgot that after the show was over with, the Lakers lost. And as we sit here right now, the Lakers they might not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Davis is sick of this shit. He's sick of playing with LeBron. When they win, it's all LeBron.
Yeah.
When they lose, they looking side-eyed at Anthony Davis. He's like, man, I'm the motherfucker that's getting dunked on back here because LeBron's over there getting ready to go back down there and shoot this motherfucker. But I'm trying to keep these motherfuckers from scoring, man.
Right.
You know, it's still a team sport.
He a workhorse.
You
down
think it's
there.
rigged?
That's what I was finna say.
That's
That
a great
Vegas
question.
gotta have their hand in it.
It doesn't have. You don't have to rig something if you construct it the way that probability is going to always go the way it want to go. Because you got cats like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady play to his 45. How the hell are you going to play to you 45?
Yeah.
And you can't run. The referee said, man, if you blow on him, we're gonna electrocute your ass. Because, the camera's always on him.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Right.
So as long as they featuring certain players, then they get favored to the point where you don't have to fix it. It's already fixed.
Yeah.
Because the margin of difference between the great and the average is modulated by the officiating.
Okay.
You see, if I let you
They
do
shine
this
the
all
light.
day and then you try that on the other end, boop,
Right.
you know, you in foul trouble. So they don't have to just outright fix it for it to be fixed.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They favoritism.
It works, man. It
Okay.
works.
Yeah, the
Because
way you call it, the way you call it is gonna make the difference.
See, it's no longer the Packers against the Lions. It's it's LeBron against KD or whatever. You know, they done took the team out of it
Yeah.
to the detriment of the sporting element of it.
Right.
Because in the end, it's gonna take a team to win, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
In anything other than an individual sport.
Okay. All right. Well, Beyonce has officially won the most Grammys by any artist ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Beehive.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah, that's what they say.
How many
did she
Grammys
buy?
is that? I don't know.
He's how
That's how
many
many
she
she
buy.
buy.
He's how many did she buy?
I'm just asking. Inquiring minds want to know.
Look, is it fixed? Like it's fixed.
Oh, boy.
Hold on, let me see.
I guess you.
She got 28 wins.
Really?
29.
Twen-
I see 29.
Oh,
She just got one.
29 Grammys.
Now, can somebody explain
Yes,
to me
29.
why Chaka Khan is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Had a little bit before my time. I don't know. I know she was a bad woman.
Man, anybody you seen after her took a little something from Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
They did.
And there's nothing wrong with the modern artists moving the ball forward. I mean, like a kid like Bruno Mars, but he paid homage to James Brown and Rick James and those kind of people. And they're interwoven in everything that he do.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. But for people to act like they doing something new, it ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
So let's properly honor people like Chaka Khan because that human voice can still fill up a room and you ain't going nowhere till the show is over because it's something about that sound of a great voice, you see.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Beyonce necessarily got that kind of voice, but that staging is incredible.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't need all of
I
that.
mean, she know how to appeal to the target market.
Right. And it take 100 people on the stage with her to pull it off, you know. And I wonder what you can do.
Have an army with her.
Yeah, with just that microphone. You know, can you hold me with that microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just let I think Missy Elliott in the Rock and Roll
Is that right?
Hall of Fame.
Talented lady, man. Yeah, talented lady. Man.
And I feel like she definitely ain't did as much as a Shaka Khan.
no way.
Yeah, so-
She's on the shoulders of Shaka Khan.
Yeah, that's,
you know, 'cause-
that's interesting right there.
They
yeah.
said
I don't
Shaka
even think
too
she-
outspoken. They said she too outspoken.
Who?
They
Shaka.
said Shaka too.
Shaka
she was
too
a Black
outspoken.
Panther.
Yeah. Okay.
She was a Black Panther.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna definitely reward that.
No. And she was ahead of her time in other ways because Shaka did it her way, man. You know what I mean? If you was in the band, you got blessed.
I heard.
She used to with that shot.
Who was the other one that was talking about? Aretha Franklin.
Aretha,
They said she was cold on her.
Yeah, Aretha wasn't no joke, man.
She wasn't playing.
She was an incredible conscious woman, you know what I mean? Because she had a father that really, tried to regulate her life, and she still loved her dad, but then she got to a point where she said, I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah.
They gave her a star.
Yeah, proud of them.
Oh yeah, y'all should have been gave Mrs. I hate when they begin they wait till motherfucker get 50-something years
I
old.
mean, at least the motherfucker's still alive, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I hate
yeah.
when the motherfucker passed.
Yeah.
They be hoping we
damn.
pass first.
Oh, yeah. They waited till Malcolm X was dead, then all of a sudden they gave him a stamp.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I'm like, oh, it's easy now. He gone.
Give him his flowers while he here. Give him their flowers while they here.
Yeah, they waited till Ali
She got a
got
squad
old.
with her too. Who is that right there to the left?
You talking with the hat on?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's
I don't
kind of
know.
cute though. Is she a gospel singer?
I don't know who that is.
I think
I
she
know
a
that
gospel
Lizzo
singer.
behind her.
Is that Lizzo? Which one is Lizzo?
The right.
In the middle, back there.
Okay.
And
Sierra.
then that Sierra to the other side. Who that? You think it's Tweet? What Tweet look like right now?
That can't be Tweet.
She ain't got bigger. Cause I imagine just anybody
I
that's
thought
gonna
Tweet
be
was more chocolate than that, but I could be wrong.
yeah.
It says right here, Mona Scott Young.
Mona Scott.
Who is that?
Mona Scott.
Oh, I done
her
heard
people.
that name.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Might be her people.
Somebody said Keith Price. You mean Kelly Price then?
Hey, who is
No, that wasn't Kelly.
who's sick? Somebody said FYF life.
Oh,
Who's
Missy.
sick? What's wrong with her?
I forgot what they said. She got
I
something.
guess she a producer.
Not lupus.
She's a TV producer, Mona Scott.
Something like
Oh,
that.
that
Something
lupus
along
is
the lines of-
debilitating.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if it's lupus though.
The Mona Scott girl, she's behind Love and Hip Hop.
What Missy got?
For what?
Abe put it up. Well, she said she's sick.
She did get small as hell.
Now they got practically every city got a show now, don't they?
Yes,
about
that's
that?
Mary Mary.
Which
I might
one is
be-
Mary Mary?
Oh, she got Graves' disease.
Never heard of it. What
Me
is that?
neither.
This is the lady that was beside her was Erica. Mary Mary.
Hey, the Graves' disease. I don't know what Graves' disease is.
What is it?
I don't know.
You losing weight?
I hope that ain't on your way to the graves. Yeah.
You stupid.
Huh.
Look up the meaning.
What's
Oh,
Graves' disease? It was down now.
Immune system disorder results in overproduction of the thyroid.
Thyroid.
Oh, okay.
Hyperthyroidism.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Missy, holler at Dr. Russell Harrison, www.russellherbals.com.
Messy.
Got something for you.
All right. A 9-year-old black boy, David Balogan, become one of the youngest ever high school graduates. 9 years old.
Bad
He
motherfucker.
want to be an astrophysicist and to study black holes and supernova.
Well,
I thought you said black holes.
that's what I thought.
I say shit.
You don't need to go to school for that.
Shit.
Hey,
Look, he got me, goddamn
I was gonna teach you.
Hey,
Oh, well,
send him to the College of Chad. Goddamn.
Oh man, but that's good and bad because you know you need to be able to go out and play.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I don't mean he shouldn't stymie, the development of his brain, but he needs to have a chance to let his body catch up with that too, man. Because you're around grown folks at 9 years old, man. You got to wonder how that's going to work out in terms of your balance.
His development.
Yeah, your balance, man. That's
Well,
right.
I listened to him say a few words, man. He know how to articulate.
Of course he can.
Quite
he can
quite
you know,
well.
He
He
can do
sounds
that.
like he definitely is.
But he's 9 years old, man.
Yeah.
He probably don't even know how to play with kids.
No, he don't know how to play with himself yet.
I ain't gonna be the only motherfucker who thought he said black holes. He was like, what? What this got to do with black holes?
Hey, that's a good question.
boy.
Somebody said, whatever happened to his little black jeans? And once they become adult, we never hear from them again.
Yeah, that's something.
That is very.
That is
Cause they go
something.
crazy.
I mean, they probably peak.
Mm.
You know
They
what I'm
is right
saying? They probably peak at a certain age,
Smart
and
too.
Yeah, his dad looked like.
Yeah, everybody in the family got on
Yeah,
glasses.
everybody got glasses. I told you, man, them glasses do something for you, man. I'm telling y'all, man. You got to get you some glasses, man. You know what I'm saying? They put that IQ level up by 20 more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, IQ, intelligence quotient.
You know.
Yeah. But, I wish him the very best because that is a mixed blessing, man. Because he's already done finished high school, and he went through puberty. Man, I'm telling you, boy, woo, Lord, those lessons, man, they come at a point where you're so smart that you may not be ready to deal with the fact that my brain and my body is going in different directions,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and we keeping different company.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? 'Cause
I
I'm in
feel
an
like
adult world.
I feel like with some of those geniuses like that, I feel like the reason why we don't hear from them is because the government used them for something.
Yeah.
I feel like they end up.
And you scarily right about that.
Yeah, I feel like they end up.
And sometimes I say I want to know, and sometimes I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if you on that level of knowledge, you know what I mean. If you continue to progress like that, we need you.
Oh yeah,
over here,
right,
you know what I'm saying? And you probably never hear from them again. 'Cause they got them locked in a laboratory, like Dexter.
That's true.
In Dexter's laboratory.
They had that movie clip going around. The movie looks like it had to come out in like the 60s or 70s or something. And it's like white men, white folks at a table, dinner table, and they were talking about keeping black people out. You know what I'm saying? Not ever letting them in. And one of the guys, he said, "You're a fool. We go let some of them in so that the rest of them feel like they have a chance or they have a possibility of at some point getting to this table." You know, I'm probably butchering the movie scene, but it's like you gonna allow ones and twos of us in so that, you know, that hope is always put out in the world to make it look like we have a possibility of making it out. You know what I'm saying?
They never develop social skills.
That's the problem.
I mean, that's real.
I can see
that was
that.
the first thing I said.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge, man, because social skills require interaction with your peer group.
Right.
They said the movie is Trick Baby.
That's what it was called.
Oh,
Yeah. Dangling the carrot. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, type shit.
Illusion of inclusion. Come on now. Oh yeah. Oh, they be
Illusion
knowing what's going
of
on.
inclusion.
They be knowing what's going on in that chat, Bobby.
Yeah.
They be knowing what's going on in that chat now. You hear me? There'll be a lot of niggas wrong, but there'll be a lot of niggas right too.
yeah. There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Illusion of inclusion. That's a motherfucker right there. That's dope.
Okay. All right, man. Well, check this out, y'all. Y'all already know. Look, if you want promo on the mainstream, hit my my Instagram. YouKnowMaaacus, YouKnowMaaacus. Inbox me. Let's talk about it and get you something up on here. If you or you can hit my email, which is YouKnowMaaacus@gmail.com, spelled just like that. It's on the screen. If you want to sit your country ass down, man, t-shirts, same way. You can hit me on either one of those platforms, either email or you can hit me on the Instagram in the inbox, and I respond to the inboxes. Just don't be sending me all that old extra shit. Listen, y'all be sending just. Sometimes I'll be like, God damn, these niggas spamming me. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped looking after your message. You send me about 5 of them, I just stopped looking at your messages. I don't even care what you say after that. You done spam me enough, nigga.
Man, look.
So y'all got 5 messages of bullshit.
I be trying to fuck with y'all too, man. Y'all get to saying some crazy shit in that goddamn inbox.
boy.
Goddamn, boy. I be wanting to fuck with y'all too. Shit.
Yeah.
Think about some of that shit y'all say before y'all type it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Talk to
get
me like a person. That's it.
I actually get some good stuff.
I bet you do. Yeah. All right. Now, speaking of promo, y'all already know where I'm about to go. To Nico. You know what I'm saying? Kitchen Shop. This is my sponsor. You know, she's every couple of weeks, you know, I have to lace the track down for her, you know what I'm saying, to let y'all know to go get your product. You ain't got to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here, you might like this here, Bobby. You know, we got products. You know, you fool with Seamoss?
You got the bouncing ball ready, eh?
yes.
You fool with Seamoss?
Yes.
Okay, this is my Seamoss supplier. You know, she got it.
Okay, well, bring it on. Bring
Here
it
you go.
on with the Seamoss.
Nico Kitchen Shop is our favorite supplier of wild-crafted Seamoss products and plant-based supplements. Seamoss is a natural source of 92 essential nutrients that we use to maintain our health. Nico Kitchen prepares all of their Seamoss products to order and ship them fresh within 2 to 5 business days. Fuck you for that ball. I see that ball on the screen. All you have to do is go to NicoKitchenShop.com. The benefits of Seamoss are endless. It's great for your skin and your hair and weight loss and more. Nico Kitchen Shop has lots of quality Seamoss products to choose from, like the Holy Trinity, Seamoss gel with bladder wax and burdock root, to Seamoss gummies and pills for those that don't want to taste the Seamoss. Some of my favorite products are the Holy Trinity, because you know what that does. You know, I know Bobby, we was talking about the drilling a hole in some, that Holy Trinity.
Put some lead in your pencil.
It put some lead in your pencil. You know what I'm saying? That mother put some ink in mine, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I said, damn, boy. Shit, I got a pencil with pen ink. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm talking about, boy, listen here, boy. Nail them to the wall with that, boy. You know what I'm saying? That Holy Trinity, man, it hit different. It hit different, boy. I'm telling you. Boy, I got some. I thought she was having a stroke.
Long as they don't give you one, you in business.
Yeah,
boy.
no, I had a stroke of a genius. You know what I'm saying? My stroke gave her a stroke. You know what I'm saying?
I'm digging it.
Yeah. And yeah, this is badass products. Basically what I'm trying to tell y'all. So you want to get you some of that Holy Trinity and watch what it do for you. I'm telling you.
Well, where'd you get it from? Is that the
Nico Kitchen Shop? Yeah, right there. NicoKitchenShop.com. I got something in there. You know, if you want to get some. Yeah. She sent us products. You know, and once more, I got you.
Yeah, I'm ready to check the macaroon out. I ain't had no victim around lately.
Oh man, we got to resend that because I'll talk to you about it. Yeah. You got to. I got you. No, my brother, you gonna have to get your own. Basically.
You said
I got my macaroon already.
So you saying
some
macaroon and the Holy Trinity? I don't need to be fooling with that, huh?
No, you don't.
No. You leave that alone.
Yeah, you don't need that. You just send the male version. You ain't gotta send the woman version. You don't need that. You
done did enough damage already.
Yeah, you done did enough damage.
And macaroon, go have your libido on torpedo.
Y'all keep that. Y'all keep that foolishness.
She be in the room like this here.
Big man.
Please.
Y'all keep that foolishness.
Discover your favorite products and order with Nico Kitchen Shop today. Just go to NicoKitchenShop.com. They have a new product right in time for Valentine's Day. The yin and the yang. Seamoss collection with macaroon and Seamoss gel. Don't sleep on this one right here. Macaroon is good for the libido, boosts fertility, balances hormones, supports the prostate, along with many other benefits.
All right.
Come on now. It will only be available until March 10th. Shop with them at NicoKitchenShop.com and use our promo code Manestream. That's MANESTREAM for an exclusive discount on your order.
Wow.
That's NICKO. And Nico is her name. Kitchenshop.com. And make sure you follow them on Instagram at Nico Kitchen Shop for more info. Get y'all some of that there, man. I'm telling you, don't play with it.
Look,
don't play with it. You want to change your life now.
Look, disclaimer.
I'm tell you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice.
Disclaimer: if y'all ain't trying to make none of them Scorpios, wear some protection on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have your little Scorpio come November.
You might need 2 straps. If you get some of this that Holy Trinity, I'm telling you, you might need 2 straps. Because they gonna be stiff as a board. You might stick through the first one. Pop.
Big man.
I'm telling you.
Oh my!
I'm telling you, boy. I know I felt a lung. I pierced a lung the other day.
I felt a lung.
Big man.
I pierced a lung.
Do that.
She stopped breathing. I'm telling you, mama.
You a heart surgeon, cuz? You a heart surgeon?
telling you, stop breathing.
You ain't got no business doing it like that, no way. What you trying to do?
Oh boy.
You ain't got a business doing having no sex with nobody like that, no way.
What you mean?
Trying to knock a wound out.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Make sure she don't be able to have no kids. Knock a womb out.
She crazy for letting you do it. Shoot.
She crazy for letting you do
Yeah, you supposed to make love, not war.
Yeah, it's the best advertising. Hit that lawn.
Shoot.
Now, is Nico
War?
male or female?
Lady.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, real pretty. Light skin, short, you got a big old nice natural after. She's a natural girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nico stand for victory. Victory Kitchen Shop is how it translates. Her name Ty, but we know her as Nico.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah.
So that's a business. Her
She
business is Nico.
Yeah, Nico
Kitchen
Kitchen
Shop.
Shop.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Now what we gonna do? Now, Bobby, this is what we do. We do phone calls. We do a few phone calls, and then we'll Mama close it out with her segment.
Okay.
What's called Jonae's Gems. She dropped some gems on the way out. Now we're gonna take it to the phone calls for y'all. So basically, with the phone call, we can talk about any other topics that we've discussed tonight, or if you want to get something off your chest, get it off your chest. What you say?
She won't wound it, no.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
Right by the
Bobby.
door,
Right by the front door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to get it off your chest, get it off your chest. But if you want to talk about some of this we done talked about tonight, let's get to it. You missed a call, because they already on my thing.
That's Obi.
Old
I'll be
man
on the
fucking
line.
around.
I don't think open number no 513. What's 513? Where is that at?
Speaking of Obi, I need to get my damn Detroit ticket.
They say they gotta empty that bag.
Me too. I need to do it tonight.
Yeah, y'all better quit playing.
They
What's the
try to
price you
tear me
talking about?
carrot. 3 something, 4 something.
Who you going to? Southwest?
Huh?
I might do that.
Yeah, the phone line number. What's that number? 424
Spirit 210.
426 3554.
Price line? Check price line.
Come on, slide through like a drive through, baby. You hear me? We out here. We in here. Let go. Them lines be tired sometimes. Abe done already ignored somebody. Yeah. What we talk about? I really want to talk about something particular. I think we had something that was. Oh, that is open. Mainstream in the building. What it do?
Yo, Cincinnati in the building.
Oh, babe, what's happening?
What's up, Mama J?
What's up? What's up?
Everybody get the call and when Oprah get on. Huh?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in there. How y'all doing?
Oh,
That man.
Bobby,
huh?
Mr. Bobby, first time meeting you there, Mr. Bobby.
Oh yeah, I know you don't see what's going on, but Bobby had went to the bathroom real quick. He coming right back.
Yeah, he ain't know he needed to denounce himself. All right, cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk to Chad then. Chad, I don't even know what your Instagram is. I don't follow you. We gotta get that together.
Yeah, we gotta clean that up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with your boy.
First, this one need to clean up. What you gotta get Scorpios, bruh?
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's gonna be the result of the hanky panky on Valentine's Day.
Make it show, clean it up. That'll work.
I mean, if they trying to have some little Scorpios, it's all fine by me. You know what I'm saying?
Juice Box is saying not available because his line tied up.
I'm talking about picture up there. You see King Scorpio up there, man.
Ignore all the calls when.
Oh, you big Scorpio. What day your birthday?
Okay.
So as soon as we hang up,
November 4th.
I will be up. Unless you
Oh yeah. You all little Valentine ass, baby.
Oh, yeah. I already know. All right, let me know when Bobby come back, but I want to talk about Trump in his speech.
Go ahead for it.
That's the clearest and most serious with no ad libs. I didn't know he could read that good. I didn't know he was. Hey, he was talking with power and strength. I ain't never heard him talk like that.
Yeah.
And with sense.
He was dead serious about that shit.
Yeah. Trump tired of that shit.
Yeah, he was dead. Hey, I gotta commend him on that. Like he still Donald Trump, dope 45, but I gotta commend him on that. Like, get that stupid bullshit out of here. I don't even know what your problem is. So right. I ain't even mad at him on that, man.
Man, I wasn't either. I can't say I was surprised, but it was like, it was a relief to hear that. You know what I'm saying? From somebody in politics, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like no one is going against the grain on that. Like when it came to segregation and it came to black and white, it was people on both sides. It was like, oh, we against niggas, or we ride with niggas. It was niggas on both sides, but it's like when it comes to them, nobody is trying to go against the grain on that. It's like, nah, we ain't touching that. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they scared. But that boy there stuck his foot out on it.
You know, he ain't scared, but yeah, I wasn't surprised neither, but when I heard that, I was like, yeah, he mean that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. But yeah, it was refreshing.
On some real shit, I think segregation with black people would have been better off. They just kept it separate on some real shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's fact. That's fact. We took that dependency, man. We
at this point.
It we took that dependency we have on our, like, we depend on them for way too much, and we use them as a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people have been a standard for black people, for humanity. You know what I'm saying? Because we look at them as greater than, rather than, you know, our own community, which we could also have done it on our own. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they done, we could have done it on our own if we would have just focused on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But seeing that we integrated with them, huh?
They would have tried to integrate with us at a certain point.
Yeah, but seeing we integrated with them, and they're as far as, you know, financial and you know, in some ways knowledgeable. They're superior and for the most part, that's why a lot of people look up to them and feel like they're the standard for humanity. It's, you know what I mean? Like, because you base it on proximity. You know what I'm saying? If we wasn't fucking with them, they wouldn't be in our proximity. We wouldn't give a damn what they did. But we care too much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We care way too much about what they do, and we constantly comparing ourselves to them, and that was what integration did for us. That's the negative part of integration.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, Bobby right here though.
Hey, Mr. Bobby.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Who is that?
I'm letting you know. Thanks for giving a shout out to Cincinnati, Bootsy Collins.
Yeah, that's right. If you hear any noise.
Yeah. I was born right down the street from King Records in Evanston in Cincinnati, Ohio, on Brewster Avenue. I was born right there where him and James Brown made a lot of noise over there.
Man, Lord have mercy. You know, you warming my heart, man, because I began to really appreciate Cincinnati. I had a homeboy of mine who's in my book, Real Men Don't Play, played for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I spent some time, he stayed in Franklin, right across the bridge over there, man. And I have some fond memories, man. He chilled some souls over in Riverfront Stadium, man. So it's an honor to be speaking with you, brother.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. You one of the last part of the 5150 people I kind of met. We over the phone, but we met now. We met now. So.
But it's a family affair.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family affair,
sir.
Man. Yes, sir. 5150 for life.
Yes, sir.
You already know it.
Already, man. We appreciate you calling in, Obi.
All right. You know I got to yield the rest of my time to Black Ron, Reverend Encyclopedia.
All right, man.
He in the chat tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Black. All right, I don't think Black Ron been in the chat. For about a month.
Yeah. He been absent
Must be
team.
working.
Yeah.
He probably on that road.
Yeah, he work. You know who Black Run is?
Great comedian, good brother,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Man,
Good
that's
people,
my
man.
dog.
Good
That's
people,
my
man.
Comedic
He come in
genius.
here, he'll call it. You
Is
know
that
what I'm saying?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know he gonna come through it. He gonna spit some. That's a brilliant nigga.
He really, and he's a good-hearted brother, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
sure.
Oh yeah.
And the thing that I like about where some of the cats are going now, including you, now that I done really had a chance to, and we just now breaking ground, you know. But you developing your own voice.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
And
Ain't trying to be nobody else.
Is pulled that off, man.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He's an original. you
Hell
know?
yeah.
Yeah, I dig that brother, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Manestream with the building. What it do?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Nevada? Good evening, Mama. Good evening, Chad. And good evening, Mr. Bobby.
Good evening.
Nigga
y'all
ain't say
doing
nothing to
this
Marcus, man. Look at that.
Marcus, you know you the host, man.
Man, he
What's
know
good,
the
Mr.
stars
Bobby?
of the show is, man.
Well, get your ass.
Where you coming
Bow
from?
down to you,
Nevada.
bro. Bow down to you.
Oh, Nevada. Okay.
Yeah. I want to go on this whole little situation about that little speech that Trump gave.
Okay, go ahead.
True enough, you know what he said and everything was cool, but we got to look at who the message comes from. This man is a devil. He's a con man. He'll say and do anything. You see, he said and did what he did in order to get some white folks.
Hey,
to
let me ask you a question before you go on the rant about that. Which one of them politicians ain't no devil or con man?
Exactly. But I mean, you know, it's like Satan going against Lucifer. You know, I mean, you look at Donald Trump. He was Satan, and we got Lucifer in there right now. So I mean, either way it goes, we got devils. And the Democratic Party, they pushing their little agenda out there because, you know, they feel that they don't need the black vote anymore. But this is what's pushing them over and over and over again. But they trying to reach out to white conservative America, but at the same time, you know, they doing everything they can for the LGBT community. They doing what they can for the Asian community and other communities besides us. And we have always been loyal to them. Always been loyal to the Democratic Party since the 1960s, since Kennedy, all the way to now. And we have not got anything from them. And we didn't get anything from the Republican Party, to tell you the honest truth. You know, they always want to bring up this stuff about Abraham Lincoln and, you know, this, that, and all this other stuff. Neither party has done anything for us. And Mr. Bobby, you know, he can tell you more than I can. I've only been on this earth for 53 years, but I mean, Mr. Bobby can tell you more history than I can. And like I said, you know, the whole thing he's talking about going in against Big Pharma and all this other stuff. That's who's putting him, giving him money. You know, and then the insurance company. I mean, that speech wasn't directed at black folks. That was directed at white America. And you got so many black folks talking about, well, I agree with Trump. I'll vote for Trump, this and that. So, you know, we got bigger problems than all of this stuff that's going on. I'm not saying that them going out there trying to influence our kids into this nuance, change your sex over and stuff like that. It is important. It is important. But let us not lose focus against who Donald Trump is and what Donald Trump will do and what he will say in order to get in there. He is just like any other politician. He'll do whatever he can to get up in there and to stay up in there. And then we look around, next thing we know, we losing our civil rights to vote. I mean, we didn't get any mandate against any police violence the 4 years he was up in there, and look at all of the people that was killed during that time.
I feel like y'all give too much credit to these presidents. These are not dictators. They can't just go in there and do whatever the fuck they want to. It's a process.
That's true. That's true.
And like, depending on what you value, is what you know, I guess, quote unquote, want to vote for. That's who, because none of them, whether they're nice or whether they're mean or whether they still working under the same umbrella, and they neither one of them care about you. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about niggas. I mean,
That's true.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Trump, no matter if it's Biden, no matter Kamala. They don't give a damn about you. There's no sympathy for you. It's just like you remember the 5 police officers. They was black niggas. They was niggas. They part
I
of
live
that.
right in Memphis.
Huh?
I live in Memphis.
Yeah. See, but they are part of that system, and that system don't sympathize.
No,
That
it doesn't.
system don't give a damn what you eat. Give a damn about you being a nigga. It's not about it. None of that about you. So you just gonna have to get what you can out of the best candidate, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If you for that system, I don't give a fuck about that system at all. I'm self-sufficient. You understand me?
Right.
I don't care what they do. As long
And
as I
that's
can move how I need to move, I can take care of mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right. And that's basically the point that I'm bringing up.
Yeah.
We have to be self-sufficient. We can't trust the Republican Party. We can't trust the Democratic Party. We have to do for self. And that's the only way we're going to make it.
we got to let go of the mental integration. I think we're mentally integrate, and we need to mentally segregate. We need to understand that, and we need to understand the importance of that, and understand why we need to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bob, you want to say something? Oh, go ahead, Bob.
Mike.
It's really understanding, first and foremost, politicians are bought. And we have yet in our evolution in this country understood it doesn't matter whether you vote or not. It's whether you have skin in the game. It's like the difference between renting and owning. Mm-hmm. Because when you own a piece of property, you can defend it with your life, and you can take a life if somebody come through your door. Now, if you renting, situation is a little bit different, but it's mostly different in terms of the advantages of ownership. Right. And until we understand the value of ownership, it doesn't matter about your vote. Mm-hmm. Right. Most of the people that have come to this country in the last 300-400 years have raced right by us, even though they have smaller populations.
Absolutely.
Because they carved out a piece of the American pie.
And they came with benefits.
And
they gave them benefits when they got here.
And they took their own benefits with their own money, because you go to Koreatown, they don't even put the signs up in English.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at them. They letting me know, look, if you don't speak Korean, so you coming up in here.
Right.
Because I'm not relying on you to survive. Mm-hmm. I like my people enough to know that we gonna eat off of each other.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
And not as predators.
Right.
You see?
And the thing about this is that's why I say we mentally integrated, because they make us feel guilty for doing something like that. If we make something that's black and it's for blacks only, then white guilt. Like sometimes niggas feel that guilt without white people even saying anything.
It's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a catch-22 in the sense.
Yeah. Oh, why it gotta be black? I done heard niggas say, why you gotta put black on it? What? Nigga, what?
The money is green. And the objective now in terms of our ability to do better as a people will require that we deal with supply and demand. Because the one thing I've learned about life, and that is, if you got something that people need, therefore temporarily they'll put that race car to the side. Mm-hmm. If you got the best product at the best price, they're gonna buy it.
Right.
And it's the same thing with other essentials. Like if you needed a blood transfusion, are you gonna wait for a black donor? No, you're going to say, hey, whoever got what I need, I want it right now.
Right. Like if you hungry right now,
right.
Even if you do black, I'm like, oh man, I got to eat black. If it ain't none, you ain't finna starve.
It's still be
you going to go within proximity.
That's it, man. And so we just need to tweak a few things to the point where let's treat each other the way we want to be treated.
But be intentional.
Yes.
That's what I want us to understand. Be intentional. If you want the black people to progress as a community, be intentional with supporting black people.
Yeah.
Be intentional with everything you do when you move. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? You may not be able to do it with everything, but keep it on your mind.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
And the word for today is accountability.
Yeah.
When it's wrong, it's just flat out wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I had a ongoing war because I spent a lot of time in Memphis. Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Little Rock. So I grew up in Little Rock. So
man, look, man, Memphis is sucking on. I got a lot of friends in Memphis, man. A lot of very close friends in Memphis. And when I go there, it's like being at home because they look out for me. All right. And it's a dangerous town. And so when I saw the situation with Tyree Nichols, for example.
Yeah. We're trying to hold you on the line, bro. You can hang up if you need to.
All right, I appreciate that, and thank you for the words of wisdom, Mr. Bobby. And
hey, man, you in my town, man. So you family to me, bro. So thank you for being a part of the show this evening, man. We appreciate your insights and your input.
Appreciate it, man. I'm right down in Jackson, Tennessee, man.
Well, that's where Big Too Tall from. Yeah. Jackson Central Mary. You know, I know my peoples, man. Yeah.
Right on.
Okay.
But the point I was making is,
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.
When I speak of accountability, I had people. I saw black folks trying to defend that behavior.
Yeah.
All right. See, that whole thing got twisted up to the point where.
Talking about the Tyree nigga?
Yeah, man. I mean,
they was defending
wrong is wrong, man. They was like, they doing that to them because they black. No, wait a minute. They did it because they don't respect us as a people. Mm-hmm. Because 3 of them were Greeks. You know, they were part of Omega Psi Phi.
Q-Dogs.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
Are you Greek?
Do I look Greek? I got enough problem being black, man. I ain't got time for somebody to be discriminating against me. I almost became a Kappa because a lot of my friends was Kappa. But what turned me against it was there's too many people that wanted to be in the fraternity to have some sense of identity. And I'm like, I already know who I am, man.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I really didn't need to join no other organization. I'm still trying to figure out this black thing.
Yeah.
You know? Because I started out colored.
Right.
Then I was a Negro. And then we went to black. Then Jesse Jackson come with that African American shit. I said, hold on, man. Y'all pick one, man.
Mainstream in the building. What it do?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Chief? What's your name? Where you from, dog?
Man, it's LA from Atlanta, man.
What you say your name is?
It's LA from Atlanta.
Did y'all hear what you said?
LA from Atlanta.
You said LA from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know. Hey, I know I'm a hard nigga to understand too, man. But you Atlanta nigga, boy. Y'all some contrato niggas. Y'all country and ghetto.
Something like that. I want to speak on the issue with the Trump situation y'all talking about.
Go ahead.
I think it's a lot of jealousy and hatred towards Trump, but a lot of things he kind of put out, and for us, well, not us, just American spirit, it's not really that bad when you look at it. He's been on this same campaign to make this thing a lot better than what it is because it's been messed up for years. This thing with the little gay situation with the kids, man, it's deeper than that, Marcus. Way deeper than that. But if you put someone on this name and he's a racist and all this old stuff, man, I don't want racist. We already know this. We've been knew this. Take some time and really just dig into the dude, what he been saying. I ain't saying I'm a Trump supporter, nothing like that. But he's a lot better than what we got right now, man. I think we kind of missed the ball on that last election.
Yeah.
Just being honest. Biden's called us super predators and everything, man. Before he got in office, everybody was riding this man Wade. I don't know everything he did, but what I've heard and what I saw through my little time looking up things, I think we were kind of like, I think we ate some. I think we set up to go the wrong way, man. Like, think that he was a bad person when he had a lot of good policies in hand that could have helped us out.
I think he's been a very the most inactive president I've ever seen. He been that boy. I hadn't heard Biden about 2 years since the last time I heard from him. I said, damn, this nigga just been doing. He ain't been doing. You know, most presidents you done heard about at least 10 speeches, you know what I'm saying, during their whole prep. Man, I ain't heard from Biden in so long, man. I forgot that nigga was a president. I forgot we
Man, they
had
gotta
one.
pop him up to go to the stand because you don't know what he's doing. He don't know what day of the week it is, man.
I think that nigga
I
been
don't know if you
asleep.
guys saw the State of the Union last night, but he did horrible, man. Like,
No, I ain't
this
see
man
it.
is killing us, bro. Like, there's nowhere in the world you let another country like China fly a balloon across your whole country. That's crazy. We can't do that to China. So why can China do that to us? We don't know what them people got when they flew across, man. They went over all our militaries. We don't know what risk we at right now, man. Like, this thing is kind of deep. I get it. You know, you guys comedians and everything got to be kind of like funny and stuff, but, man, this is serious, man.
Yeah.
So
You don't know what kind of danger we face in the next couple of years. The border's wide open.
the border has been
Wide open.
It's going to stay wide open for one simple reason, labor. Because most of the jobs that these people come across that border to do, we can't find nobody present in the country to do them.
That's not an excuse, though, man. We put
It's
everybody
not an
at risk for
excuse,
things,
it's
though.
the truth. The truth is
You're right.
it's bottom work, man. And it's the kind of work that's becoming less and less necessary. I understand where you're coming from because it's frustrating, but sometimes we have to, again, look at where are we preparing our children and adults to be of some value, no matter who's in the White House.
Right.
Exactly.
Because all of them crooked as a barrel of rattlesnakes, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. I agree. But if you get too crazy with trying to clean it up, they label you, man. Like, we see it, man. Now, I ain't saying I'm trying to make it sound like I think everything for Trump. But I'm just saying, man, like, it's going to take somebody like Trump to kind of turn this thing around because Biden ain't got no nuts, man.
Yeah.
Well, the
When he
problem
was in
with
office, everybody was studying him. When anybody want to touch America, we was untouchable.
Well, I understand your outrage at the Biden administration, but please do not overlook who Donald Trump was and still is. The man lie when the truth will do, because he has been affiliated with the mob his whole life. His father and his grandfather was crooks, and he's a man of expediency. He has mastered saying what he knows certain people need to hear in order to get into office. But it only works for Donald Trump. Look at the bodies that are strewn
Every politician
across the
does.
political. No, Donald Trump took it to a whole nother level. Everybody that's been associated with him, he done shitted on them when they were of no more use.
Well, Trump just a nigga.
I heard y'all say that before. And it's true.
Well, I don't really want to fuck with no niggas. I want to fuck with some black folks, you know.
Hey, some niggas, but some
You
niggas
gotta have
is
both for them, man.
yeah, I'm saying some niggas is beneficial. I'm gonna tell you that right there, because I remember I used to be out there hustling, and them niggas that come from the store with that boosting, boy, them niggas was thieves, but there was some good niggas, boy. They came with good deals. I tell you
I
that.
guess
They're good for the land, is what I'm saying.
Here's the problem we have with the way we use nigga. In some ways, it's an affectionate term, and then there's that nigga.
Yeah,
And maybe it's the way that you use the word that matters more than
use
anything.
it in the sentence.
Ooh, man, because you can just put that twang in it, and you know that nigga got that. Oh man!
all
All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long,
Hey, man, appreciate you for-
Y'all boys enjoy it, man.
right, you too, brother. Have a
Oh
good one.
man, Vic Robinson, man, he long time 5150, man. What's up, Vic? Right there, Vic Robinson.
yeah, hell yeah.
yeah. He's
Oh yeah, he be
cold
up in
piece of
there.
work,
Oh,
man.
Vic come forward with
Yeah,
him, man.
he all the way back like the seats in a Cadillac.
Okay, come on up. We'll take one more call, man, and then we'll get to it. Yeah. Who was that? What's her name? Juice Box. You got your time now. You better hurry up.
Box talk.
You better hurry up.
Talk.
Yes, oh, Bobby, man, I'm so glad you came through
look
here,
here,
man.
Well, see, like I say, you know, everything happened in its season. You know, we didn't come this far to turn around, and it's opening up opportunities that I'm excited about. You know, because I'm always interested in connecting.
Mainstream
with
in the
people
building
behind us. You know what I mean? And you on deck, bro.
Huh?
Juice box.
All right,
Hey,
now,
what's
Juice
up,
Box.
Juice Box?
We finally got a lady on the line.
Juice
Mama,
box.
kill me again. Dog, I was just saying it's hard for a lady on this line right
Right,
here.
right.
Hey, before you go any further, what is this juice box all about?
You heard that song?
You gonna need you some Seamoss for that.
Chad, I already know. Thank you, Chad, for the
Chad thought it was a jungle juice.
I'm a big sipper. Big sipper.
Go ahead,
Bobby
Juice
talking
Box.
about he's 6'2" on some Keegan water. I tell you what, I ain't dry over here. That's a fact.
Well, I'm just trying to let you know it ain't a knock in the motor over here. That's all I'm saying.
I saw you wearing Zoe out on that basketball court, so I see you.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you more than anything, Marcus, for bringing on Bobby today. This has been very informative. I like to watch shows with RZA and Bobby because I know I'm going to learn something every time or get something real that I can live off of. Mama, you really wearing the hat with the snake skin today. And I like the beige on you. And Marcus, I want to say, keep doing what you're doing. You on the right track. Congratulations for everything. Your chat room has been live with 600 plus the whole time. So that's good. Your numbers didn't go down and they just kept rising up. And that's what we're doing in 23. I do want to see more videos from you, Marcus. So I need you to get a video a day, a short a day out here in these streets. Because that's the only way I can keep this algorithm going for you. I can't do it without the video.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations. I've talked to you before, Marcus, on these hoes. So yeah, but don't tell my government like Chad just did on Nico, man.
Right.
My whole government. He act like he got a little J and thing. Birthday, Nico Kitchen Shop. It's an Aqua Gang season. Thank y'all so much. And I'm not gonna talk on none of the topics because them long-winded men already did. So that man, I don't know what he was on. Bobby, thank you. Thank you for your knowledge.
Thank you for letting me be myself.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. With that Daisy jacket on, you getting on my nerve, though. I'm going to need you to take that off. Yeah. See y'all. Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you, Juice Box. We appreciate you, baby.
Thank you.
All right. All right, man. We about on time to shut it down, man. Appreciate everybody that called in, man. You know, we love, man, hollering at the people, man. It's you know, this is a family thing right here, Bobby, man. And you know, everybody that come through that chat, man, everybody that call in, man, you know, they tell you, you know, when they call, man, I just feel like I'm watching my cousin there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a family affair, man.
And it's a beautiful thing, man, when you see them in person in the same field, man. So, you know, I just love what's going on right here, man. I love what we all building together, man. It's beautiful, and you know, I was with today, Precious. I don't know if you know her, she's a comedian. And she had a show that she's launching. And she wanted me, you know, as a contestant. It was me, Buka Pone, Kanisha was there, John C. It was a lot of us. It was a lot of us. She was doing different episodes of the show or whatever, man. And you know, I met all them. You know, I've been out here. What going on 6 years? 6 years, and I met all them. You know, just coming. You know, through the ringer. We were just coming through and just, you know, and figuring it out. You know, and a lot of Black World Since 20 say folk in our community will continue to suffer and be tortured no matter which political party holds office. You ain't lying. It's on you.
Correct.
It's all on you.
Correct.
It don't matter who in that office, man. It's all on you, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got to realize.
Yeah.
But man, and to watch all of us grow and put it together when we reach a certain level, because everybody there has spiked up. You know what I'm saying? From where we came from, and man, we just all. It's gonna be one of them Hollywood stories, you know. You know how they go out and tell them Hollywood stories, and like, man, oh, you knew him, and you know, man, I'm just loving the process, man. I'm loving every bit of it. Appreciate you for the 20 love 67. Another good show tonight. Bobby is the truth. Yeah, man, and man, I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful,
and you should be, because you've acknowledged your place in the cycle, and that which you seek is seeking you. So there's a reciprocity involved in all of this, and it gives me hope, man, because it's easy to get disconnected from generations and look at them from such a distance,
right,
that it just grows and grows, and then before you know it, everybody is on these islands. And I feel the gravitational pull to you at this point, and I feel good about that, bro. I salute you, man.
Absolutely, man. Bobby, man, if you need anything from me, you can just let me know, man. You got my line.
Yeah.
You got my line, man.
Good to know that, bro. Yeah. And it's a pleasure to meet you, Chad.
Oh, man,
I see we got a lot of common ground that we've covered here.
I'd love to come to you, Chad, and talk about the mixed martial arts. And that's
gonna
my
be
thing,
exciting,
man. I love that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Combat sports is me.
Yeah.
You might lose me when we get to talking about basketball facts and shit. I ain't all that caught up on it. I watch here and there, but when we talking about combat sports, that's my jam.
Oh, you lit up, yeah. You lit up when we got on that one.
Appreciate you, Glue.
You understood where we was going with that, man, because this brother, man, like I say, it don't take as many people as we think it do to make a difference. All right, because before it was a wave, it was a ripple. And that's what we need to understand, man. Build where we are, man.
Absolutely.
You know? Booker T. Washington famously said, cast your bucket down where you are.
Yeah.
Amongst friends.
Yes, sir.
You see? So
yes,
that's what we're in the process of doing. And it invigorates me, and I appreciate being in the company of some people that I'm familiar with in terms of where I'm from.
Yes, sir.
And how I look at life.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely, man. So before we get out here, man, we get to our last segments for moms, man. We call this segment Jonae's Gems. Y'all give it up. Y'all hit the gems in the chat. And hit that like button while you're in here.
You ready? My gem today, it stems from what we was talking about taking care of your body. You like cliche as you are what you eat, which is the truth. You have to eat things that are good for your body. You know, a lot of things taste good, but some things that taste good, it ain't good for you. You know, also, without the right mind, without the right mindset, without personal development, without meditation, without getting your mind in the right mindset, what you eat and it doesn't matter, because you have to get your mind in order. Because if without our minds, we're nothing. If we lose our mind, we just like people that's walking out on the streets with nothing, you know, and just they're not thinking about eating right, drinking right water, and doing anything. That's why it starts with your mind. It starts with getting your mind in order. Because mental health is, I've seen so many young girls. It's like 5 young girls that I know that have just mentally just lost it. And nobody, it's just like all of a sudden just happened to them. Because as parents, we should feed our children's mind. We should tell them the right way. Tell them the things that will keep their mind, just keep their mind focused on the things that will help them in their body. Because if your mind is not right, or if you the thing is about, if you not in your right mind, how could you ever even take care of your body? You can't take care of you. You can't take care of nobody else. You can't take care of your children. You can't take care of anybody that's around you if mentally you're messed up. First thing is, like Marcus, he do a lot of reading, and he's really got me into thinking about reading. I used to read a lot, and I just stopped. But reading, it keeps you sharp, it keeps your mind sharp, teaches you things that you never knew, and it just meditate, read, listen to motivational things, because we go through so much. We go through so much in this world to where mentally we just be messed up. Some days we get up, we don't even know why we feel like we feel, because everything that's going on in the world. We just have to, just do the things that keep our mind sharp, take care of our bodies, exercise. You just you have to keep moving. No matter how you feel in a day, you still have to just keep moving, because when you stop, that's when everything else stops. Mentally, you stop. Your body stops. Everything stops. Just feed your mind. Feed your mind. Marcus.
My mind's telling me no. Thought you finna drop a bomb, all them minds.
Do that, big man.
My mind. Listen, man. I've grown to understand that it ain't always about life. Ain't always about enjoyment. You don't. Everything you do doesn't have to be pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we eat, we tend to want to eat everything that is for just taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I know what this gonna do to my tongue. This gonna be amazing when I eat this. Boy, that sugar, boy, when I, you know what I'm saying? You just be thinking about it. You be contemplating on it. Like, damn, boy, this finna be fire. But see, I done tricked myself. To care more about the benefits, and then I just take, like people because I think about it like this. Some people they get to a point where they eat so bad that for the rest of their life they got to take pills. And I don't think nothing really worse than pills for food.
You're right.
So I know I don't want to ever take pills. So in order to prevent that, I would take, it may be certain vegetables I don't care for the taste. It might not be as good as I want for, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's gonna prevent me from having to take these pills for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta be thinking about the future, man. You know what I'm saying? It's mind over body. You know what I'm saying? Like you there you go. How to Eat to Live, a great read. I'm about to check that out. Yeah, but we got to stop trying to focus strictly on pleasure with everything. Everything doesn't have to be pleasure. You got to go through a process to get to the pleasure. That's make you appreciate the pleasure more. See, sometimes we want to get straight to it. We want to get straight to it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel so good as it would if you go through a process with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna use that example, but yeah, I try to think of a better example.
I just can't imagine.
Because my mind went somewhere, but my mind's telling me no. So just understand that living a life of pleasure will eventually become a life of pain.
That's true. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So understand.
Come on, then, big man.
Yeah, understand that journey. Once you begin to enjoy the journey, that's when life gets amazing. You hear me? When you get, because it's gonna become I got Outwitting the Devil. I just read it. It becomes a process. It becomes a process to enjoy the process. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it's like everybody don't like adversity. No one likes adversity, really. If we're being honest, in the beginning, but then you get to a point where you thinking about the light at the end of the tunnel. When you get that tunnel vision, and then none of that matters, and you start to understand what how the process goes, and then you like, you know what? I like this. I might not be doing as good as I want, but I know where I'm going, and that is what keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? That is what keeps that train moving. You know what I'm saying? Gonna keep on rolling, but enjoy that ride. Enjoy that ride before you get to the destination. But you got to take that ride. They ain't made no what you call that when you transport what is it called? Teleportation. They ain't made teleportation yet. It ain't there yet, baby. You got to find a way to get there. This nigga think about Dragon Ball Z. You got to find a way to get there. You got to get there. You want to get there. Train, plane, goddamn me, car, vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you gonna have to get there somehow, and you got to go through. You got to ride. You got to sit in that plane. You got to ride on that plane. You got to sit on that train. You got to ride on that train. You hear me? You got to get in the car. You gotta wait it out until you get there. John Maximus, appreciate you for the twin. I didn't get to catch it. But all that. Oh, he say Dr. Anita Baker said, mind, body, and soul. Shout out to the OG Bobby Smith. 5150 for life. Oh, we got the same last name too, Bobby. Yeah, it all goes together. It flows together. You know what I'm saying? It flows together, man. But yeah, if you ain't doing what you love, man, if you able to take some time out and focus on that. Like I tell people, I put at least 30 minutes, an hour a day. If I'm doing something that I'm not enjoying in life, like if the job that I'm doing, I'm not enjoying it, I'm gonna take 30 minutes to an hour and focus on something that I do enjoy and start that process. But you got to start that process. That process isn't enjoyable in the beginning. But then when you reach a certain part of it, you get the excitement. You get that excitement. Oh, I'm here. Oh man, this is I love this. But you got to start the process. My mind's telling me no. Chad, what you got?
Shit, y'all ain't trying to beat a dead horse, you know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself, hell, you know. I love to enjoy my palate, but at the same time, balance is important. People always ask me, like, what you love about the gym or how did you get into fitness? I got into fitness because I got bad habits, goddammit. I like to drink and bullshit and eat bullshit, so I try to balance it out with going to the gym. And the more I get in tune with getting healthy and fit in the gym, the easier it is to stop eating bullshit. They just happen to kind of go together and correlate. So, you know, I ain't gonna beat this horse too much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and your body do listen to you when you're talking. Do you hear me? When you talking good to your body, it listen to you. Like let's say for instance, if you eating healthy, you do it for about 3 months. You ever notice you eat clean for about 3 months, and then you go grab some bullshit you ain't ate, and then you start feeling the guilt. Some of us go through it anyway. We ride through that guilt.
Right.
And then
sometimes
after you
it
feel
hurt.
so terrible afterwards, like God
Sometimes
damn, why I do that?
hurt.
That's because your body was calling. It was talking to you. Your body's calling. It was talking to you. I can hear you calling. You hear me? That ain't what R. Kelly was talking about, but that is what it was saying. Now you gotta listen to your body when it's talking. Come on now, Bobby. They ain't heard what I said when I said it.
They'll listen. They will eventually
Take yourself
listen,
through it, man. And I
Yeah.
promise you, man. Like I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking last year, a whole year. I took a shot on my birthday. I think about two shots on my birthday or something like that. And you know, I don't have a desire for alcohol. I don't care. It does. And that I never not drank, Bobby. I came out the womb with a shot. You hear me?
Don't do that.
I came out the womb.
Don't do that, big
Mama
man.
had tequila in her stomach.
No, I didn't.
You hear me? Some yak or something. It was something.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, congratulations, man. I'm 3 months sober, and what I found out is it's easier for me now to accept the fact that it never was the alcohol as much as it was my fear of being able to accept the fact that I am who I am. And once I got that straightened out, people still think I'm drunk. And it's like, it don't matter anymore because I'm not living for them. I'm comfortable in my own skin enough to accept that it's only going to be a few people get me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna gravitate to them, and everything else is everything else. And I'm excited about the prospects, man, of going the rest of the way knowing that clarity is freedom.
Yeah.
And it does. The picture just gets, more in focus each and every day.
I swear.
Because it's easier to decide which way I'm gonna go.
You start loving yourself. You start loving yourself more.
That's important.
That's what I also, because I realize, because sometimes you don't have as much confidence, and then the liquor give you that little courage.
Oh man!
And then before you know it, the more you do it,
and
the more you depend on that liquor for that courage.
And that firewater and that Cherokee in me, man, that's a terrible mix, man. I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll forget that you actually said things that you said because you did too much.
Yeah.
You did too much.
Yeah.
And it's nothing you can do to regain that credibility but make some changes.
Absolutely.
And the people that don't forgive you, and it's all you can do is ask for it.
Right.
And if they don't give it, then it wasn't to be received. And I'm comfortable with that too, man. Because my uncle told me a long time ago, he said, "I'll lick you till I lick you clean. Then I ain't gonna lick you no more." That's it, and that's all.
Yes, that's all. You hear me? And we're gonna close it out with that. You hear me? We're gonna close it out with that. Bobby, on our way out, you already know we get to let you promote whatever it is you need to promote. I know you got your book. We got it lined up. Yeah, we got it queued up over there. So everything else and then you can lead into your book however you want to do it.
Well, Real Men Don't Play is a manifesto simply because the movie that came out, The Players Club, inspired me that long ago to address the fact that if we're going to do better, people have to know that we're not what it appears to be, and that's just frivolous.
Right.
You see, and that don't mean that we don't know how to have a good time.
Right.
But sometimes we put that before the things that we need to take care of. And because I spent a lot of time confusing responsibility with accountability, I decided to use my talent as a writer because I didn't grow up around people who did that for a living and found out it's hard to make a living writing until you get to a certain place. And it ties into something you said earlier. If you do something that you're really good at, 18 minutes a day for a year, you'll be amazed the progress that you can make. Because
I never heard the 18 minutes. I just
18 minutes a day.
Always, we choose a time that's
right.
30 minutes ain't much.
Right, but
30 minutes,
you'd be amazed at how much you can do because it becomes a habit.
Right.
You see what I mean? Small strokes will fell a big oak if you keep on cutting. But it's easy to get discouraged. But 18 minutes a day, this cat that I mentioned earlier, Chris Bradds, taught me that, man. And you're never too old to learn, because most of the people that I'm learning from now are younger than I am. And it doesn't matter that they're younger than I am. They figured it out before I did. Right. So all I want is the knowledge in order to do better. So as I wrap up tonight, this is not the end of something. It's the beginning of something that's going to catapult me in the direction that I want to go, and I want to leave footsteps worth following.
There we go.
Come on now,
Bobby. I want to say this too about to what you said. People don't understand habits are what you make them. Habits are strictly what you make them. if you wash your ass every single day, that's a habit. If you brush your teeth every single day, that's a habit. It's people that don't do that. It's people that don't understand how you do that. But what you did is you made it up in your mind that this is important. And it's that important to you that you're going to it's going to be maintenance every day. That's part of your maintenance. You can do that with anything. You can do that with the gym. You can do that with reading. You can do that with your endeavors, whatever your endeavors is. Anything. You can make anything a habit. It's just about changing your mindset and making that mandatory. You know what I mean? And making that, you got to put that on your list of importance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should have a list of importance. At least 5.
Hierarchy.
Have it hierarchy. At least 5 to 10. And on that list of importance, list it and make sure you take care of that every single day.
It's real talk.
That's it, every single day.
Yeah.
Mama, what you got?
No, just follow me on all platforms, Jonae Feng Shui. And also, I just finished my link tree. I'm putting it on my IG to show you everything that I'm jumping into. No, I'm diving into, and it's gonna be a lot of help to a lot of people. So go to my IG, and you'll see my link tree.
Good. What you got?
FreeGameChad on all platforms, including that Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your boy. Follow my journey. It's up.
Somebody just said something I want to respond to.
Go ahead.
Caribbean Farms, CALIBBEAN Farm, FARM. You can follow that on Instagram. But more importantly, I'm going to circle back.
That's like California and Caribbean put together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Caribbean Farm.
Okay.
And it's a movement. And we're going to create a network around the country and parts of the world where we're going to bring food to people directly. Within the next 6 months, it'll be fully operational. Within the next 90 days, you'll be able to use the internet to have food shipped to your doorstep. Living, live, vibrant, delicious. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm getting excited going home tonight knowing that I'm getting ready to make a salad that came out of the garden 2 days ago.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Come on now.
And to have the kinship and camaraderie that we have, man, it's exciting, and we want to spread it like a virus. That's what Caribbean Farms is, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to bring it to your doorstep.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All
Come
right
on
now. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
And y'all already know I'm going to be in Hawaii this weekend.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be right. Oh, you know
you cutting up that bad.
Yeah, man. I was in the room 2 weeks ago.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to get out here and live.
You know what? He's cleaning up his addiction. He said Hawaii instead of Hawaii. Where you performing at over there?
Oh no, I'm performing there in June. I'm just going down there. I'm gonna go to some clubs though while I'm down there. But I'm actually going down there with Dave in June. But shit, I'm trying to see what I can figure out for me to headline.
There you go,
too.
man. Keep
You
doing
know what I'm
that
saying?
like that, man. Stretch
Yeah.
on out like Boosie's rubber band.
Yeah.
I have a lot of business partners down there in Hawaii too. I'm gonna talk to them
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So when are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow morning. I'm there to Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know.
You be back in time for the 5150.
Yeah, man. Oh man,
You fuck around, stay gone.
that's
too
my
long.
life, man. Now I go and be gone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, doing comedy or whatever,
Yeah.
and then come back 5150 mainstream.
Yeah.
Back out Thursday or Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
You just built a circle
yeah,
around it.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I done made myself, that busy.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, man.
Yeah, I'm doing that, and then I'm y'all don't forget March 26th, headlining Detroit, House of Comedy in Plano. I'm playing House of Comedy in Detroit. Hey, hit that, put that fly. I got my boy Mike Murphy gonna feature for me, man. Yeah, we gonna post that. I'm I know I posted my original flyer. It's my original flyer right there, but I got my boy Mike Murphy say he gonna come feature for me, and I don't know. I'm gonna bring another surprise guest for the hosting, man. I don't know, man. Let me go through my Rolodex, man. Y'all know I got some real,
got some hitters.
Yeah, man. I got some real. You know, my friends got fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they rock with me. Mm-hmm. My friends got hell of a fan base, man, and you know they rock with me hard, man.
And
so
Detroit is that kind of town, man. If you bring it, you'll give it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, and they man, so I'm gonna bring, somebody that's gonna, this is gonna be, man. My people already told me, man. Like I said, I rock with a lot of people out here, man. They told me, man, whenever you want me to come somewhere, I'm at your expos. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they do, of course I'm gonna look out for them, but these people are worth way more than what I can give them right now. But the fact that they believe in me that much to do these favors for me, man.
Well, I just want to say this very quickly. Equity and capital. Mm-hmm. Equity and capital are worth more than money. Mm-hmm. When you really look at what somebody can do and what they can charge. Yeah. See, because that goes up and down. We all go through those patches where, one time you got it and I need it, and sometimes I need it and you got it.
Absolutely.
So you never broke.
Right.
If you got people that care about you and know your real value. And that's why it's important to cherish relationships, man. It's the winning edge in life. It really is, man.
Absolutely. Man, this has been a hell of an episode, man. Episode 55. Every 5 is a milestone episode for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was. I didn't really plan it like that, but it was ironic that you came to episode 55. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we ran across. I'm glad you came through, man. Yeah. Really enjoyed you, man. I know it was long, man, but
it was worth every minute of it, bro. I'm telling you, because every day is a school day, and I learned as much as I taught, because I don't mind the fact that I'm supposed to teach, but I can take the lesson every now and then, too.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
Yeah. So
man, you got to teach me about the cake and water, too, by the way.
Okay.
Man, I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm here for it, for growth. You know what I'm saying?
We all going to do that, bro. We all going to do that.
Man,
and Corey Holcomb, man, let's go, man, on this health thing, bro. It's because we love, man. We love you. I know that I just want you to be healthy, bro, and finish this circle, man, because you done proved to everybody that you are that kind of brother, man. And that's what I want you to be known for more than anything else, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna do my part, man.
Yeah.
Stay in his ear about it too.
Yeah.
We need him here, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we out this day, man. Before we get out, we get a hug on the way out, man. Just a family, you know what I'm saying? Just a family hug, man. And then we close it out. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, man. Thank y'all. Hey, everybody that came through, man, in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all already know, man. It's nothing but love for me, man. When you see me, fool with me, man. You know what I'm talking about. And if I got an event or I'm gonna be anywhere, man, show up, come holler at me, come support, and I'm gonna show you the love back, man. Much love. Thank you, Manestream, man. We love y'all.
We out, Manestream.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take a picture right now. Let me get
one iPhone. Send it to you. Everybody got that. What you got there? Oh.
You got Pacific Bell.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Here go another damn podcast. But you got me toe up, partner. This shit gonna be a little different, man. Check me out, though. Let me spit some of this pimp shit. You did. She say, where we going, baby? I say, we going to the moon. But I'm the biggest star in this movie. And you'll be coming soon. Why you in motion? Picture this. Just listen when I spit. I be your Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. You can have everything on your Christmas list. You ain't gotta say a word. I do all the talking. But you the big stepper, baby. do all the walking.
Hold on. Stop the beat. What the hell that got to do with the podcast? You steady talking like you a damn pimp. You a comedian. You ain't no damn pimp.
Man, why you hating, mama?
Cause you're messing up my image.
Man, what you want me to do? You want me to change it up?
Yeah, don't nobody want to hear that shit.
All right, man. I'm gonna change it up. Put some sauce in their mouth. What's up with it, baby?
What's up with it?
Yeah, it's time to get it started.
Yeah.
Got Jonae Feng Shui in the building. And you know Ma.
You know Ma.
Yeah, we both from the country, but we living in the city. Yeah, my mama might be a little old, but she still looking pretty.
Come on
You
now.
kiss
Country
my ass.
folks in the city,
You know what I'm talking about?
and you know we stay clean.
Fresh to death.
If you see me on 5150, then it's two-line.
Non-rapping ass.
Yeah, we use different words,
Country
but we
grammar.
saying the same thing.
Stopping in mind.
Yeah, we independent now,
Don't need nobody.
but we still mainstream.
Yo.
Now there you go. That's better. Now start the damn show.